day.
Into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And we made it once again. Good morning, Mzansi. It's such a good day to have a good day. And yes, I will come with all the energy in case you don't have it on this beautiful Monday morning. And yes, we of course are going to get started on the best of notes. And I use that word very operatively because today we're celebrating World Music Day and the many ways that music just enriches our lives day in and day out. Now, we will be exploring the healing power of sound with Chris Roland, who also joins us to unpack the sound of therapy and demonstrate what happens during a sound bath experience. And yes, we will do this together to make sure that we're feeling real zen and good and grounded as we enter into a new week. We'll also spotlight the Grand Exhibition, which is a unique burlesque showcase that has spent more than a decade using performance and community to showcase how survivors of sexual violence can still stand to this day. And then we're also going to be celebrating music's ability to inspire and also connect us. So we'll chat to Chris and Ethan from the Stellenbosch International Chamber Music Festival about the joy of collaboration, the joy of learning, and also performing as part of one of South Africa's premier music gatherings. It definitely will be a show filled with so much good music, and our Good Morning Post involves you as well. So do make sure that you head on over there and start thinking about some of your favorite songs to turn a day from about a C- to an A+ day. We can't wait to spend the next couple of hours with you, but of course, let's get started with your national news headlines.
Yep, sometimes it's not about how you start, it's how you get things rolling. A very good morning from my side as well. Let's bring you up to speed with what's been happening in and around our neck of the woods here in South Africa and across the globe in our national news before we touch on the sports. We start here in South Africa, where residents of Pietermaritzburg can expect municipal services to gradually return. That's following the suspension of 2-week strike by workers affiliated with the South African Municipal Workers Union. The strike, driven by concerns over long-standing salary dispatches, disrupted refuse collection and infrastructure maintenance across the city. And the Mdundunzi municipality has now welcomed an agreement reached during discussions at that local labour forum. While services are expected to improve, officials say full restoration may take time as backlogs created during the industrial action are addressed. But good to see action in that space. Now, the number of undocumented Malawian nationals repatriated from South Africa has reached 5,000. That, according to Justice Minister Mamaloko Kubai. Now, during an oversight visit to Durban, officials inspected a few temporary reparation centres, and that was near North Beach, established to ease pressure on the overcrowded Sherwood Community Centre. The facility will process migrants' documentation and voluntary returns. And Sherwood will be closed completely as repatriation efforts then continue, with South African and Malawian officials monitoring operations on the ground. Now we can cast a wider gaze as Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is set for another term. That was after his Prosperity Party won a 438 of 405 contested parliamentary seats. So while supporters credit him with economic reforms and development, critics warn that unresolved tensions in Tigray and in other areas could threaten the stability, and opposition participation in the elections was limited. Some polling stations, in fact, remain closed due to security concerns. International observers are increasingly worried that fragile peace agreements, regional rivalries and ongoing insurgencies could push Ethiopia towards renewed conflict. Now, we move a little further afield, in fact, as French authorities have placed nearly half of the country under red heatwave alerts, and that as temperatures approach record highs. So in Bordeaux, temperatures reached 40 degrees Celsius, while in Paris and dozens of other regions prepared for further extreme heat. And officials also restricting alcohol consumption at the annual Fête de la Musique festival to reduce pressure on emergency services. Hundreds of schools are closed or are operating shorter days at least, and some train services have been cancelled. Authorities have kept parks open overnight as millions seek relief from the intense heat and conditions. Now, let's hone in on this cool story. More than 114,000 young people around the world have helped to unlock $1 million in funding through the Students Rebuild program, proving that creativity can be a powerful force for change. This year's unique and united theme encouraged participants to explore identity, belonging, and connection through art, through performance, and through storytelling. And funding will now support organizations working with refugees, with displaced youth as well, including projects in the Ukraine and in Greece. And organizers say the initiative not only raises money, but also helps young people develop confidence, collaboration skills, and definitely the belief that voices and ideas can make a meaningful difference. And that's where we leave our news. Let's get into the sport. We've got to start with football, and Cape Verde have made history by securing their maiden FIFA World Cup goal in a thrilling 2-2 draw against Uruguay yesterday. So the tournament debutants stunned the South Americans by opening the scoring before holding on to a memorable point to keep their knockout hopes alive. In other results, Spain looked very strong. They beat Saudi Arabia 4-0, while Belgium and Iran, they had to share the points in a goalless draw. Now we can get back into the cricketing journey and just cup it. The Proteas women claimed their second T20 World Cup win with a 6-wicket victory over India. Chasing down 158, South Africa recovered from 25 for 2 thanks to the player of the match, Marizanne Kapp, whose unbeaten knock of 81 secured the Proteas their first ever T20 victory when chasing more than 150 runs, so a massive milestone there. So up next, South Africa take on the Netherlands on Thursday. Now we can get back into the motorsporting journey of two wheels, at least for Marc Marquez, as he claimed back-to-back MotoGP victories over the weekend, producing a superb ride to win the Czech Grand Prix in Brno. The Ducati rider overtook his teammate Francesco Bagnaia later in that race before pulling clear for victory, with rookie at Ottora finishing second and Bagnaia finishing on that podium as well. Now let's get into some golf. An American golfer, Wyndham Clark, held his nerve to capture a second US Open title, surviving a very dramatic final round in New York to win by a single stroke. And Clark began the day with a commanding 6-shot advantage, but saw his lead evaporate under pressure before producing a critical birdie on that 16th to steady the ship and seal the victory. So a phenomenal weekend of sport, and we'll continue to track all those results because the FIFA World Cup rolls on as we progress. But right now, the start of a new week. Let's see if the weather is playing along. So a very good morning if you are just tuning in right now. Let's see how you need to prepare what to wear today. Let's start in Polokwane. A very good morning to you. Your Monday starts under cloudy skies today with a light northwesterly breeze. Temperatures rising from a chilly 6 degrees to a high of 21 for your Monday. And as we travel through the rest of the week, temperatures starting to climb to the mid-20s. 24 tomorrow, reaching 26 by Wednesday. Klerksdorp, you are our next stop, and showers are possible early in the day. You might be experiencing that right now, and skies remaining mostly cloudy, temperatures moving from a cool 7 to set at 18 degrees. And as we shimmy through the week, you've got that rain today, and then it lightens tomorrow, temperatures in the lower 20s as we head into the midweek. Pretoria, good morning to you. Your Monday unfolds under partly cloudy skies with a 10% chance of some morning showers today. Temperatures ranging from a cool 8 degrees to set at 17 today. And then sunnier conditions are going to hold on from tomorrow. Thankfully, our temperatures warming to 21 degrees and climbing to a comfortable 23. By the midweek in Joburg, you've got a chilly start to the day. Expect a showery start to your Monday under cloudy skies as well. Temperatures ranging between 6 and 14 degrees as a result. And the week does brighten up significantly, though, with partly cloudy skies and sunny skies returning Tuesday and highs reaching 20 degrees by Wednesday. Mbombela, you've got some morning showers and they're going to clear to give way to a beautiful afternoon. Temperatures kicked off on a mild 10, going up to 22 degrees. And then looking ahead, largely sunny and as temperatures climbing to 25 degrees tomorrow, peaking at 27 on Wednesday to give you a great indication of the week ahead. Moving to Bloemfontein, showers move through early on your Monday morning. Hopefully clearing for a beautiful afternoon, temperatures between 7 and 15 degrees. And as we shimmy on through the week, conditions improve with sunny skies and highs on 19. That's tomorrow, and then 21 degrees by Wednesday. Richards Bay, you've got cloudy skies settling over your neck of the woods today with a light northerly breeze. Temperatures ranging from a warm 15 to an even better 26 degrees as your high. And then looking forward, sunny conditions dominating the rest of the week with highs holding steady between 26 and 27 degrees, and that all the way through to the weekend. Durban, cloudy skies hang over the city this morning with a calm northeasterly wind drifting across. Temperatures moving from 14 degrees to a pleasant 25 degrees. Sunshine returning as those temperatures continue to stick in the mid to high 20s. Tuesday, beautiful day. Actually, for the rest of the week, enjoy it. Mthatha, you can expect cloudy skies today with a light northwesterly breeze as well. Temperatures shifting from a chilly 8 degrees to warm to 23. And then we've got brighter conditions following for the rest of the week. Your highs staying in the low to mid 20s throughout. Slight chance of rain coming through on Wednesday. Ngcuba, formerly known as Cradock, you've got cloudy skies dominating your Monday with a 25% chance of rain today, and then a noticeable northwesterly wind to add to that. Temperatures stuck between 9 and 19 degrees as a result. And then we break into the early 20s for the rest of the week with rain kicking in by Thursday. In fact, a 25% chance. Gogompo City, formerly East London, what's on the cards for you today? Well, cloudy conditions with a light southeasterly breeze and a very slim chance of rain, 5% chance of rain today. Temperatures shifting between 16 and 24. And then we kind of stay in the mid-20s, albeit Wednesday, rain kicking in as those temperatures drop down. Gqeberha, good morning to you. Partly cloudy skies define your Monday with a 5% chance of rain and a northerly breeze. Your temperatures ranging from 14 to 25 degrees today. And as we shimmy on through the week, 23 is your high tomorrow. And then we kind of stay in the high teens, low 20s throughout, with rain significantly kicking in by the weekend. George, you've got sunny skies and a great Monday ahead of you with a 20% chance of rain and a northerly breeze to boot. Temperatures moving from a brisk 12 degrees to a high of 23 degrees for your Monday, and then we shift into the high teens as we move through the week. Cloudier and cooler conditions dominating, 45% chance of rain on Wednesday. And then we move to the mother city, Cape Town. How are you feeling this morning? 13 your low, going up to 17 as a high, and a 20% chance of rain today. And as we shimmy through the week, again in the mid-teens throughout. The rain does kick in properly tomorrow, 75% chance before conditions gradually ease into the latter part of the week. Sutherland, our next stop, and mostly cloudy skies and a 45% chance of rain for a grey Monday today. Unfortunately, temperatures ranging between 6 and 13. And then we stay in the high to mid-teens, let's call it, for the rest of the week, with the rain kicking in towards the end of the week. Kimberly, good morning to you. Morning showers are how you start your day. A 50% chance of rain under cloudy skies for most of the day. Temperatures rising from a brisk 8 to a high of 17. And then conditions improve from tomorrow with sunny breaks returning and highs climbing to 22 and 23 during the midweek. Up east, our final stop. As always, your Monday begins with light morning rain and a gusty northerly wind of up to 27 kilometers an hour. Then your temperatures ranging from a chilly 7 to set at a pleasant 23 today, and then drier and warmer conditions taking hold from tomorrow. Your highs building into the mid to upper 20s. A little bit of rain kicking in over the weekend. There's your broader weather patterns as we prepare for our first morning view, and this one coming from Morne Prinsloo from Pretoria. Good morning. 19 degrees Celsius, that's what it feels like, and that's what a city waking up looks like. Absolutely love that. It does feel like it's a little bit colder, but the expanse of sky, the hues, the range of colors, absolutely beautiful. Still hazy enough to kind of feel like we might be waking up, but you can feel the energy is returning to the city after a busy weekend. Hopefully you're feeling the same. So share some of that energy with us. Keep posting pictures. In fact, we're going to need a lot more than that from you this morning. We need some fashion advice. And we've got two great outfits. I can understand why we're having a bit of a conundrum. Please, can you step in?
Please, that's the biggest question we've got to ask you today. I know that I look pretty good today, but I think that we can definitely step it up a notch. So it is time for another fashion face-off. Now, we put together two completely different looks, each with its own unique style that it brings to the table, but it's really so difficult to choose just one. So Mzansi, this is where you come in to help me pick between option 1 or option 2. So let's get started with the look, shall we? So option 1 embraces more of a relaxed and effortless chic look. It's got the classic denim. These are also barrel-style jeans, and then that poses with a really classic Johnny collar jumper. Something that's really cool, and if you bring it together with the cozy layer of this puffer, beautiful texture, and then the neutral accessories coming on through a bit of a belt with the shoes, I think it definitely is an elevated casual if ever I've seen that. But then you get option 2, which is a completely different look. This time around, we're going all black with that monochrome. It really is such a sleek look. In fact, it's a take on athleisure wear. So it's sophisticated barrel pants that are super comfortable. And then you pair that with this gorgeous, gorgeous top that has the scarf detail built into it. So you don't even have to stress about the colder weather. And the loafers. The loafers had to make an appearance. We haven't seen them at all this season, especially on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So that definitely will be a different take when it comes to the two different looks. So option 1 or option 2, which one are we going for? The classic look or the one that's sleek and black? It really is up to you at the end of the day. So how you vote is that you head over to our Expresso social media pages to vote for your favorite look. And listen, you can be biased, you can put in your opinion, whatever it may be. The fact is that I trust you. Just don't forget to use that hashtag Styled by Woolies, and we'll see exactly which look we'll go for in a bit.
Tough choice, but quite different also.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to kind of step into a different lane for each outfit. I think I'm tending to...
Are you over here?
Come on,
I'm
give it a
not
go.
mad at it. Either way, you definitely could have a good time in either outfit.
I know, we'll assess and we'll continue, but as always, we trust your decision, and your decision is final.
That's true.
And we'll run with that after the break. Then maybe some of us need a bit more motivation on this Monday. You can even getting the word out, motivation, I'm struggling with this morning. So we will get you.
We don't blame you.
We will take you there, and then we're going to get into some of our weekend highlights.
I'm really excited about that. There were so many things. The Boko one, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we celebrated Father's Day with our best father over here. So we'll get into all of that in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Only you can make my day.
Working on your confidence. Here are 5 things that are
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and happy Monday to you. We want to get kick-started on the best note. It's World Music Day today, so of course we've got to ask you, which song has the power to turn a bad day into a really good day?
Well, I remember this one song. It's by Eternal, and it used to play on the way home from the tour every time. And just when you feel like, the next day is starting to kick in, the song would come on, and just your emotion, everything would change. There'd be hope, light at the end of the tunnel.
You got to sing it for us now.
The only one, hey? You want to be the only one, the only one. And it builds so beautifully, and it's just lovely.
B.B. Winans was in his bag.
And it was one of the best collabs. I love a song for what it can do in the moment to just turn around your mindset.
Absolutely.
Man.
I really am feeling Curtis Mayfield, Move On Up. Move on up to your destination.
You see, okay, there's a bit of a vibe to the song choice this morning.
Also, the lyrics are encouraging. Come on, that's what we want to hear from you. So let us know a song that will turn a bad day into a good day. What's it going to be? Send a voice out singing for us on 0630369649.
And a little, any Linkin Park actually will probably ramp up any day for me, okay? A bit of Linkin Park and Jay-Z together, absolutely amazing.
Same page.
Oh man, it's a big weekend. You're going to have to come to grips with Father's Day at some point, but it's obviously a bit of an emotional one because my family left me on Friday, but I've got my little Lily Bear, my sister's daughter, and it's such a privilege to be able to step in as a practical addition to play the father physical role, because I think we all know that a single mom definitely plays the role of father and mother, and they handle that pretty well on their own. So she certainly doesn't need to step in from that perspective. But we had a very fun-filled day of activities at our little school, which was absolutely awesome. We got to do tug of war, which is always a bit of a danger for me, but we completely dominated.
I was going to ask, did you win? Yes or no?
I might have taken it a little too seriously, but it's okay. I mean, it kind of, it went there.
It's fine. You and the rest of the parents.
Exactly. But it's so weird because you don't really know a lot of the gents that are there, and we're all trying to be as respectful and nice, but you can see the competitive edge kicks in.
Right.
But absolutely beautiful, and she made me this gorgeous little memory. I don't know if you can see that.
Look at that, Greg. You zoom in really close, you can actually see your picture as well.
Which is very, very sweet. There's the two of us, and then I got, my son made me this.
Oh my gosh,
which kind of
X's and O's.
It's a game of noughts and crosses that we can play.
Can we just start with the first one? It says Master of the Universe.
And this is all the stuff that he reckons I really like. I'm glad he included himself in the mix there as well. Very, very sweet.
Me, family, your car.
And then Lily made me a picture that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, the hands are way too big for the body. You can see that. I explained that to her. I just said the proportions are all off. No, absolutely sweet. And then Shane, my beautiful wife, and Georgia and Jack left me a little surprise, a hidden secret because I was obviously really sad, and we had a really emotional night on Friday, me and my son especially. We really do spend a lot of time together, but they bought me new stuff. Pots and pans and a really sharp knife. So they
said you must cook more.
No, they've now said that I'm responsible enough to own my own really sharp knife. So it was lovely. It was absolutely wonderful. Even got the pups out, and it was. So I found a lot to balance out my mental health.
Happy Father's Day, G-Man.
Thank you,
my
lover.
gosh, look at that. The pups even enjoying the sun, because we had good weather this weekend, eh?
I know, got a bit of a tan.
Fantastic weather.
Absolutely amazing.
Beautiful. Okay, so I also had a jam-packed weekend. Where do I begin? So on Saturday, it was my mom's, so it was my parents' anniversary. Congrats to 43 years.
Sure.
It was my mom's birthday as well. So we went to a beautiful place, Nordic Farm Village, on Saturday morning. Never
lovely,
been there before, and it was beautiful, Greg.
So nice.
The weather showed up. We had a beautiful brunch setting. My nephew was there, my brother, of course, his wife. And what's interesting is that my sister-in-law and I are a month apart.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to have so many babies around. A festival of babies. It's going to be really great. My parents are so blessed with all the grandkids coming their way. And that was really lovely. And then the Saturday evening, Chad Simon and the Black Ties, we got to see them performing at a showcase. It's 20 years of the Black Ties this year.
Oh, wow.
So they really, Keno Lee, Lloyd Jansen with his moves, busting his moves. It was so great to see them. They had a full band, but also a DJ and saxophonist section. The energy was unreal in the room.
Oh, you can see it.
It was such a privilege to be able to witness Chad and the gents just doing their thing. And then, of course, Father's Day yesterday was super special. We bride for my dad, and I made those bride brewskis that we tried our hand
well
at
done,
last
and?
week. You know what? I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the right kind of attitude to have on a Monday. When at first you fail,
They're a little bit
stand up.
dark.
Okay, I can understand that. We like a bit of char. No, but we often go
Nothing wrong
on
with
about,
charcoal.
you know, absolutely. No, it looks delicious, man.
Oh, I love
You need
that.
something to measure the other food against. Well, hopefully you had a beautiful weekend. Hopefully dads out there and single moms, you are feeling like you've got this lockdown, but absolutely sharing the love. So let's see if we can ramp up the motivation even more.
Oh my gosh, so we've got an incredible person standing by to bring you a Monday motivational message. In fact, top 5 tips for building your confidence, along with motivational speaker Mo Motseki. So let's get straight into it.
Here are 5 things that are standing in the way of your confidence. Number 1, comparison. Now we all know that saying that comparison is the real thief of joy. When you're comparing yourself to other people, you lose sight of your own progress by focusing on someone else's journey. Number 2, confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you build through action. And number 3, negative self-talk. Now we all know the power of our words. So what will happen when you continue to speak negatively to yourself? Not much confidence, right? Number 4, fear of what people are going to think. When you allow people's opinions to dictate what you do, it ends up affecting your confidence. And number 5, lastly, staying in your comfort zone. Now we all know that confidence is built through action, right? So you allow yourself to expand, allow yourself to be exposed to more. And those are the things that you can start looking at in order for you to start working on your confidence.
Yes, Mo.
Just do it. It's an action.
It's an action.
And she's living it, hey? She is just expanding herself through the universe. Absolutely love that motivation, Mo. Thank you so much. Hopefully you found something in that practical element and approach to building your confidence. We're going to need some confidence this week. And we will see you with hopefully more confidence after this.
Think it's just another day? Well, not anymore, because I could be pulling up to your door next. Spin and win up to 20,000 Rand, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you have a World Sports Betting account, and another 2,000 Rand if you can hit a small dance challenge with me. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the competition post of Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages, and all you have to do is follow the prompts. And not signed up yet? Well, head to wsb.co.za, use the promo code THEBEAT50 to get a free 50 Rand sports bet. World Sports Betting, bet to the beat. I'll see you soon.
Welcome back. We're back in the kitchen and things are about to heat up with another 10-minute cooking challenge. Today we are putting food content creator and recipe developer, one of our favorites, Nicholas Fraser. He is ready to test himself out to see if he has what it takes to beat the clock, okay? So he's going to have a total of 10 minutes to deliver a restaurant quality dish with, and I love this, very clever name, Lazy Guy Boerewors meatballs. Sold already. The catch, okay, he only has 5 minutes in this first block and then 5 final minutes to wrap things up. Are you ready for the challenge? You seem way too excited for this.
I'm ready.
But you're a lazy guy.
Ready.
Hey, you're a lazy guy. No, a lot of guys would have gone after a weekend. Yeah, I'm up for the lazy boy. I'm a lazy guy.
It has that spice in, so it's definitely good for hangover as well, as you say.
Oh, look at him. No, you hit the nail on the head, yeah, because we often do want to eat for comfort for the reason that our body is craving certain nutrients. And this gives you a high fat load, really, really good flavor profile.
And I mean, it screams South African because it's got boerewors, it's got a spicy tomato chutney. You could put this on a boerewors roll, make a boerewors roll, serve it with pasta,
You know what
serve
I'm
it
saying?
with couscous. So it's got so much, you know.
I like his style. He's talking about every other recipe other than this one because his time's actually officially started. So we're going to start your 10-minute cook officially with the flames. Start counting down. I love that. And maybe 1 or 2 meatballs might escape. Who knows? Okay, I like this for us. It's an exciting meal.
Pressure in the kitchen.
What I love about South Africa.
Our meatballs here quickly.
Obviously let's start with the boerewors because you've got beautiful flavor development. We've got some of the best boerewors in the world. Well, maybe the only boerewors in the world, but the way that we treat the meat, the flavor combinations, the spices, we've got generational wealth coming to bear. So this is a perfect meat to cook with, right?
Yes, boerewors has that fat, that flavor. It's got everything that we need. So we just took it out the casing. We made meatballs and we threw it in.
Simple
On this side, I've got some onions that are cooking down. I'm just going to add red bell peppers. That goes in. And we're going to throw in some carrots as well.
I love the red bell pepper because it leans toward a sweeter flavor profile for me.
Yes.
Even including it in a tomato soup or something like that, just to add a different depth of flavor. Absolutely beautiful.
Delicious.
I don't know, Clarissa was lamenting the char she got on her braai broodjies this weekend, but a bit of char on your peppers just takes the flavor development to another level. So before you cook with it, even just bang it in the air fryer, really kind of...
Get some roasted flavor on the outside. Amazing.
It really does develop beautifully, but that looks wonderful, and the carrot kind of adds a whole lot of body to it as well.
And it's giving that also, as I said, the South African feel because carrots we're using our chakalaka as well.
Exactly.
So
onion, carrot, peppers,
Definitely. So while our onions are sauteing, we've got our peppers, we've got our carrots in, we can throw in our garlic as well. And you're doing this while your boerewors is frying on the side because later we're just going to throw the boerewors into this pot and we're done. Basically.
And it's done. This is a lazy, but I haven't done anything, so I'm feeling very lazy, but that's great. So often creating a meal like this means every pot and pan in the house and you just go crazy. I like the fact that we seem to be using a little bit of what we have left over, which is quite a clever way of approaching, and we forget that boerewors can be turned into any meal. It's beautiful. It's so versatile. So what are you looking for on your meatballs specifically? How do you know?
So I want to get a nice color on that outside because you see that golden color, that's flavor. So that's releasing more caramelization. Yes, that's perfect. That's flavor. So that's what we want. Want to get a nice color. You don't have to fully cook your boerewors because remember we're still going to add it to our tomato chutney. So it'll cook more in that tomato chutney. So here you want that caramelization because that is flavor. That's the main thing we're aiming for here.
Do you know what I'm loving about this? We've almost taken kind of our favorite South African staple flavors and broken them down a little bit and then reworked them.
Yes, exactly.
And I love that when we want to try fusion cooking, if you want to play in the Cape Malay space, you want to kind of play with chakalakas and those sorts of flavor profiles, break it down and have some fun with it. Don't just add chakalaka to a pasta.
Definitely.
See where the flavor profiles come from. When do they first start to hum? And what I love about a boerewors here is you're always going to have a little bit of a South African flavor to it.
100%.
So you tick that
100%.
box and then have a little bit of creative fun.
After that, yes. So I've just added in our paprika into this. That's going to bring the heat and bring some color as well, a bit of that red color. We're going to go in with some cumin powder,
Oh, okay, and that's going to add a whole lot of
Coriander
headiness
powder,
to it.
Yes.
I like the way you look at me for the coriander powder. I get it. No, the coriander powder,
guy.
it's got to go in, man. I find the powder is a lot more manageable. The fresh obviously has a massive kick. And this might need a bit of fresh once we're done. I see, yeah, we have added bits.
Yes,
From a flavor profile,
coriander.
this was quite a heady, spicy one anyway, so it's
Yes,
quite
it
nice. I like the fact that it's going to hit your nose as it hits your palate.
So I just switched off my boerewors now because we've got that color. So I'm gonna just take this off the heat. Let it sit a bit while we're finishing this off. So we want to toast our spices until they're nice and fragrant here. Once you get that fragrance of the spices, you can go in with your tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
We're just gonna pour that in. And again, here you can use canned tomatoes, so it's gonna be so much easier, you know.
100%.
Can use fresh as well, but you don't have the time, as we're calling it a lazy guy dinner.
It is a lazy guy dinner. 30 seconds to end off our first 5 minutes, but I think you've done valiantly here. I think you've done really, really well.
I do too.
I'm struggling to see what's going to soak up. We're going to have to eat for 3 minutes. Exactly.
Definitely.
That's what a lazy
More
boy
time
does.
to eat.
So we are making the lazy boy meat boys, which we meatballs, if you're a lazy boy, and they look absolutely beautiful, capturing the flavors of South Africa with our beautiful boerewors meat, and it's come out perfectly. Nicholas's first 5 minutes are done. And Justin, step away from the skillet, my friend. Now, we'll make sure he doesn't ruin it, but we are going to taste our rewards in another 5 minutes when the second half of our station happens, which I'm really looking forward to. And of course, you had another role to play this morning. Carissa's outfit needed to be decided on, and you guys had to weigh in, so thank you. Let's hear from Dwayne Clarson this morning. Dwayne, thank you so much for weighing in. It looked like you were opting for option one without a shadow of a doubt. Classic denim paired with the striped Johnny collar cotton jumper, effortlessly stylish, comfortable, and perfect for a Monday. The neutral accessories tie the whole look together beautifully. Dwayne Clarson, you are rolling with some fashionista knowledge. I love that. Linda Tolo saying good morning. Carissa would look good in any outfit, but I will choose option one. I think I was leaning towards that as well. Monita saying good morning, fam. Option one for today. Your girl has to stay warm. 100%. Really? And that was a loaded comment. I like that. Esme Henry saying good morning. Hashtag styled by Woolies. Option one. Perfect for Carissa today. I hope I didn't influence you. Francis Kivett saying good morning. Definitely option one. Carissa always looks exotic in any kind of style. Ooh, I quite like that. So is my work wife feeling exotic? I have a feeling option one was the dominating look this morning, and you guys made the perfect choice. Let us see exactly how my friend is now looking in the outfit that you yourself dressed her in this morning. Hopefully she does feel like a real-life Barbie doll, though. That's great.
You know what? I do.
Very cute.
I do, and it's also something that I feel I would throw on a Saturday morning.
Very cute.
It is so cute. It feels very sporty, but very, like, girly at the same time.
It does.
The textured puffer.
It's very cool.
What a moment.
So how are the two of you feeling in this outfit?
Yeah,
Great.
the two of us are feeling fantastic. It's so funny. Chad's like, you must get the ones with the elastic. I was like, no.
Not just yet, baby.
The
Not
baby's
just
fine.
yet.
And we're feeling cozy and good.
No, you look gorgeous. You got all the kinds of glows that one should have. Absolutely beautiful. I love the color blocking as well. There's something quite old school and preppy about it as well, which is quite funky. Yeah?
Very, very cool. This polo t-shirt and the boots just to match to bring some elevation. The barrel leg pants.
Very cool.
It goes a long, long way. And I feel like I'm too bold to be cold. Period. So you can shop this look and more at Woolworths, available in store, online, and of course on that Woolworths app.
Too bold to be cold, too bold to be standing still. We are going to smash through those glass ceilings above us. We are loving the Dove conversations. We've loved everything about this narrative, and we're going to delve deeper.
We are, because Farah joins us once again on the couch, as well as her coach, to find out exactly what kind of hurdles she had to go through to be at the top of her game. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thank you for joining us on this Monday morning. Now, we're going to go down the avenue of sport right now, where two people can watch the exact same moment and walk away with completely different interpretations of the game. What a player sees is a mistake, a coach may see as a moment of growth and an opportunity for that as well. And what a parent sees as determination, a referee may recognize as sportsmanship. Now, this morning, as part of Dove Body Confidence Sport, we're once again joined by football player Farah Thomas, her dad and coach Ashraf Kalva, as well as football referee Ashley Skinner, to explore how different perspectives can really shape the sporting experience and help our young girls build confidence and resilience and, of course, that lasting love for sport. Guys, you couldn't get enough of us, eh? Welcome back.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for joining, and happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day for yesterday. I got to start with you, though, Farah. You are the star on the couch right now. But if you could really think back to a moment in sport that maybe in that time felt really disappointing to you, you were frustrated about what might have happened. I mean, was there a moment like that, and how did you sort of deal with it? How did you feel?
Yes, there was actually a few. I remember one recent one in the under-17 national team when we went up. So we played against a boys' school, like a local team. And I made my first mistake in the very few minutes. I played a square pass and the striker intercepted the ball and he scored. And obviously the coach was shouting at me to do better, and the team was also trying to keep my head up. But I obviously lost my confidence then. And yeah, throughout the whole game, whenever I got the ball, it's almost like I didn't know how to play anymore. But the coach kept me on and I kept on going. So, yeah.
Well, I love the fact that the coach kept you on, because clearly they knew that it was there. It was just a bit of a confidence knock, and that happens to all of us. But I think something so special about sport that you have to be present in the moment. You can't even cry on the side and you've got to be there and show up every time. So, Ashraf, for you as a parent as well, watching from the sidelines, I know you're not just watching, you're shouting as well. It is a different perspective when you see your child actually up there. And when things don't go according to plan, I mean, how do you respond to it? How do you react? Are you running on the field? What's happening?
So I think as a parent, you can only but motivate. I know there's some parents that act like coaches on the side and try and distract the kids, but as a parent, you want to motivate, you want to make sure they're having fun, even though they're making mistakes. Your job is just to lift them all the time, to keep them loving the game. And we all know that you're going to make a lot of mistakes. They don't know that. They see mistakes as, oh, what am I doing wrong? And they feel a certain way. So as a parent, you just be the supporter and motivate.
And is that on and off the field? So you're encouraging on when they get home, you're encouraging them there?
Yeah, on and off the field. Off the field, you're basically telling where they could have done better, but still with a good heart. You're not bringing them down. That's
absolutely. Because we do know that mistakes will happen all our lives, right? Correct. For a kid in the moment, it's like this is the be all and end all, but that's not necessarily the case. So young athletes can also be incredibly hard on themselves, as we can see as well, and hear from you too. So how often do you see players viewing a moment of failure when you maybe see it as a moment of progress for them?
So as a coach, you always look at how much touch they're doing. They might not be doing it the way they feel they're doing it, but you as a coach know, okay, where they were touching the ball once, they're touching it 5 times. So there's progression. So you're always looking at how they can get better. Whereas they think, I never made the pass correct, or it's going out. But you as a coach know that you are doing what you need to do at that certain age, because you have different ages have different things you have to focus on. So it's different perspective, and as a coach you must always know that what you're doing is right at the moment, and always try and encourage them that what they're doing is right.
Yeah, and it's an opportunity for growth, right? Sports is a long game,
Indeed.
If we're being honest. So is life. So I'm taking notes for that as well. Mr. Referee, we're coming to you now. As somebody maybe observing the game from a different perspective, what qualities do you sometimes notice, right, in the young players that they can't even see in themselves?
Yeah. From my perspective, is like encourage them to do much better.
Yeah.
And especially listen to your coach. Don't listen to your parents. Your coach has got the most say on the end of the day. And for me, as doing most of the tournaments and big tournaments, is always to encourage players first to, if you've done a mistake, don't concentrate on that mistake first. Concentrate on much better stuff that's coming your way.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's another life lesson.
Correct.
Don't dwell on what's happening here. You've got to keep looking forward. So how can changing the way that we maybe view setbacks, because like I said, that can be applied in life as well, even the mistakes that we make, difficulties that we may face, really help girls stay confident and motivated? Can I start with you? Hey, that perspective change, how does that really help you?
So my friend told me it's not about the setback, it's about the comeback.
Ooh, that's good.
So I think you shouldn't overthink the mistake negatively. Instead, think about it positively and how it can improve your game and learn through it, grow through it.
I mean, for the superstar, what can we say? Not a setback, a comeback. I'm going to take that if you don't mind. Shout out to your friend as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the couch. I feel encouraged. I feel motivated. As a young girl myself, I'm going to call myself that. I'm going to take this forward and run with it. But a beautiful reminder, Mzansi, that the way that we view a moment can really just make all the difference. And by helping girls see challenges as just opportunities to both learn and grow, we can create just positive sporting experiences that help them stay in the game for longer. So a huge thank you to all our guests from this morning, from being here before to being here now and coming back again. Yeah, we're coming. They're going to come back again. And if you'd like to learn more about the Dove Confident Sport, then please go ahead and visit their website just to make sure that more girls stay active, confident and engaged. You can check out their website and their social media platforms.
Choose confidence. Dove is the perfect first deodorant for teens. Gentle on skin, effective on sweat.
Now, between the school drop-off, the grocery run, a busy day at work, and everything else life throws our way, every moment matters. So when a stiff neck, sore muscles, or those nagging aches start getting in the way, trust Panamore Gel for more than just skin-deep relief. Panamore Gel penetrates the skin to reach muscles, helping to reduce pain and decrease swelling so that you can get back to the moments that matter. So look out for Panamore Gel at your nearest pharmacy. Go and ask those questions because every day deserves your best.
Life doesn't slow down. When aches and pains get in the way, choose Panamore Gel for more than skin-deep relief. Available at retailers and pharmacies.
Right, we are getting swept up in football. That's unfolding as we speak, but there are legends of the game who paved the way, and we're going to take a look at some of those unsung heroes of the footballing journey a little bit after the break. And then we love to delve into the different side of sport, and we're going to have a beautiful window open through Kirby Steyn, who is the kit and merchandise manager at Cape Town City FC, to find out what goes into his unbelievably cool job. And yes, does he get a lot of free stuff? We will ask him that after this. We'll see now.
Life doesn't slow down. When aches and pains get in the way, choose Panamore Gel for more than skin-deep relief. Available at retailers and pharmacies.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, we as football fans, we love to connect to the action on the field. We see the goals, we get swept up in it. We love to live vicariously through the players and claim their victories, but we often don't think about what goes on behind the scenes. Every one of our teams has a brand. They've got an image, a culture to uphold. And at the moment, we're taking a look at those unsung heroes of sport who keep the machine rolling on. Now, the head of kit and merchandise at the incredible Cape Town City FC, Kirby Steyn, is here to make your television debut, which is BMT stuff. Big match temperament, because you love sport, right?
Yes.
And we love the fact that you love football. So congratulations on an amazing job. It's a job that I don't know a huge amount about. So we are honing in on those jobs that keep sport moving. And I would imagine this is massive because this is where the big commercials come to play. What goes into your job?
So there is a lot. With kit, it's ensuring that the kits are done correctly, the production of the kits, starting with designs, to allocating between the players, making sure that all the kits are correct, making sure that the staff and the players are kitted out before the season starts.
So you get, I would imagine, a lot of people before a football season starts. A lot of your mates just become a little closer. They just want to find out, get a sneak peek. But this speaks to the DNA of the team, but it's also a critical commercial relationship.
Yes.
This is where the sponsors come to bear. This is quite a big, high-risk job to take on board. But I'm guessing you love football. I'm guessing you love the space. How did the job come about? How did you find your way here?
So before joining Cape Town City, I was at Umbro for 5.5 years before. So I started at Umbro overseeing our sponsored players, and one day they handed me a account, which was Cape Town City. And from there, I just started.
What kind of environment is it? And what we've been looking at very specifically is that journey for young footballing girls that are interested in breaking into the sport. And often we think that it's about just getting onto a field, but there is so much happening in that space. What's the best part about your job? Why do you love it?
It would be the kit, the designing and going through. I don't think people realize that you actually start the whole process 9 months before the season kicks off.
Wow.
So I started for 26, 27. I started working on the designs in October.
So you must have a vision. What do you draw from then when you look at a team like Cape Town City FC? I mean, there's a lot of energy in this city. It's got a great brand already, but what informs that creative process? How do you go through that?
For me, I look at obviously trends that are happening, colorways. The home kit, you obviously stay with just the club color, which is royal and gold.
Which is beautiful.
Yes. And then your away kit, you always get to play around with, come up with a design, different colors. You can play with anything.
When you see your imprint there on a field and you understand what it means to those players, to that team, to the city that they represent, how good does that feel?
Feel proud, knowing what it took to get there. So, and it's relief. Once the players walk on the field, you know your job's done.
I love that. Well, almost, because I would imagine those few minutes, maybe the seconds before an actual fixture, life can get very real.
Yes.
Have you had emergencies, any big things go horribly wrong that you've had to deal with in the moment? Because this is TV time. This is high pressure stuff.
I think we do really, really well. There was one incident where it happened about 2 seasons ago where a youth player got called up to the first team. So a youth kit and a first team's kit is obviously branded completely different, and it was the Easter weekend and factories were closed, and we've somehow found a brander that was open and managed to get his kit ready.
Because this is his life, this is his moment, this is his career. So if you're sitting in one of those jobs, and maybe this speaks to TV land as well, because you might think as wardrobe or makeup that you're not as important as the people who are front-facing.
Yeah.
If you ain't in the kit, you ain't going on the field, baby. It's as simple as that. That makes me so proud of what you're doing, which is amazing. The kits are a big part of how we emotionally plug into a team. We've seen the World Cup just represent what kits have stood out for you? What was an absolute disaster? How have you felt about how the nations have rolled at the World Cup?
The kits are nice. Argentina stands out to me.
Really?
It's clean, simple. Take away the logos, you know exactly which kit that is. And yeah, I think I'm heading towards a very simple, neat kit nowadays.
And there seems to be a bit of a retro classic return, which is quite
Yes.
nice. As we've got this golden era, you saw Messi there in his Argentine shirt. You know, he got the brief. And I think the world needs a bit of nostalgia. We need culture around football now more than anything else. Are you allowed to have a favorite football team, or did you leave that behind you a while ago?
No, you're allowed to have a favorite football team, but yeah.
You see, and I'll fish, but I won't let her say it on nationals. No, what you're doing for this incredible club is amazing.
Thank
and
you.
I think hopefully this is going to highlight to everybody out there how important the ecosystem around sport is. There are young players who wouldn't have the opportunity, who wouldn't get to feel that feeling when they put that jersey on if it wasn't for you. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
By this, I mean, keep sending the free stuff. We always hope. No, I want this to be one relationship that isn't loaded, okay? You don't have to come with free kits every time you come here. Hopefully I'll open the door there with a bit of a double whammy. I love seeing what goes into running a top-notch professional football club, because we often forget it's the nuances, it's the people that bring it all together, the roles like Kirby's that remind us that every successful team relies far more on than just the players on the pitch or even the fans. Kirby, we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
man.
much.
Well done.
Thank you.
What encouraging conversation, bringing the time to just a moment before 7 o'clock. Hopefully you're feeling motivated on this Monday. Let's get you an update on your national news headlines for 7 o'clock. Where Acting National Police Commissioner Puleng Dimpane says law enforcement will act decisively against anyone engaging in illegal activities during marches and protests. Now, speaking during an oversight visit to a Durban repatriation center for undocumented Malawian nationals, Dimpane stressed that peaceful demonstrations are protected, but violations of the law will be met with a strong police response. She says adequate resources are in place to maintain public order as tensions surrounding immigration issues continue to draw attention across the country. In other local news, residents of Pietermaritzburg can expect municipal services to gradually return following the suspension of a 2-week strike by workers affiliated with the South African Municipal Workers Union. Now, the strike, driven by concerns over long-standing salary disparities, disrupted refuse collection and infrastructure maintenance across the city. Now, the Umsunduzi municipality has welcomed an agreement reached during discussions at the local Labour Forum. While services are expected to improve, officials say full restoration may take time as backlogs created during the industrial action are addressed. Internationally speaking now, US President Donald Trump and Iranian negotiator Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf traded sharp warnings as officials met in Switzerland for direct talks aimed at securing a final peace agreement. Now, the discussions follow an initial deal to end hostilities as well as reopen the strategically important Strait of Hormuz. However, continued clashes between Hezbollah and Israeli forces in Lebanon have threatened progress. Now, both sides expressed willingness to continue negotiations, though disagreements over Iran's nuclear program and regional security remain unresolved. Meanwhile, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is set for another term after his Prosperity Party won 438 of 501 contested parliamentary seats. While supporters credit him with economic reforms and development, critics warn that unresolved tensions in Tigray, Amhara, as well as Oromia could threaten stability. Opposition participation was limited and some polling stations remained closed due to security concerns. International observers are increasingly worried that fragile peace agreements, regional rivalries, as well as ongoing insurgencies could push Ethiopia towards renewed conflict. Let's close off on this note with a remarkable conservation success that is unfolding at Lake Tuz in Turkey, where around 5,000 flamingo chicks have hatched at a breeding ground that was close to drying up just 5 years ago. Now, the lake suffered devastating losses in 2021 when drought conditions caused the deaths of thousands of hatchlings. Since then, restoration projects have helped replenish critical nesting areas. Now, conservationists say chick numbers have more than doubled compared to last year, offering renewed hope for the future of the species. Now, the thriving new generation is being hailed as a powerful example of nature's resilience when supported by focused environmental action. Oh, we love it when a plan comes together. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. We'll check in again at 8. For now, here's an update on the sporting world with Graham.
Let's start with some football making history at the FIFA World Cup. Cape Verde made history by scoring their maiden FIFA World Cup goal in a thrilling 2-2 draw, in fact, against Uruguay to share the spoils. So the tournament debutants stunned the South Americans by opening the scoring before holding on for a memorable point to keep their knockout hopes alive. In some other results, some scary ones, Spain sending a message, beating Saudi Arabia 4-0, Belgium and Iran sharing the points in a goalless draw there as well. Now we can get back into the cricketing journey as the Proteas women claimed their second T20 World Cup win with a 6-wicket victory over India. So chasing 158, which seemed like a tall order, South Africa recovered from 25 for 2 thanks to a player of the match performance from Morizan Kapit, her unbeaten knock of 81, securing the Proteas' first ever T20 victory when chasing more than 150 runs. So up next, South Africa, bit of a breather as they take on the Netherlands on Thursday. Now let's get into the motorsporting journey, and what a race. We were treated to Marc Marquez claiming back-to-back MotoGP victories now after producing a superb ride to win the Czech Grand Prix in Brno. The Ducati rider overtook teammate Francesco Bagnaia later in that race before pulling clear for victory, with rookie Ai Ogura finishing second, then Bagnaia completing that podium. Now we can get back into one of the golf's majors this weekend, and man, did Wyndham Clark have to hold on for dear life. The American golfer held his nerve and just about everything else to capture a second US Open title, surviving a dramatic final round in New York to win by a single stroke. Now you might remember Clark began the day with a commanding 6-shot advantage, but saw his lead evaporate under pressure before producing a crucial birdie when it mattered on the 16th to steady the ship and seal that memorable victory. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines again at around 8 o'clock. Right now, let's see how the roads are looking.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Let's check out what's going down on your roads out in Cape Town and Goodwood, where motorists using the N7 South this morning are advised of delays at the Wingfield interchange. Now, traffic is backing up on the ramp towards the N1 inbound. So if you're headed that way, please do exercise caution, keep your distance and plan for a slower drive in the city. Out in Cape Town in Observatory, if you're just getting onto the M3 heading north, we've got a heads up for you. There has been a crash before the N2 turnoff. Now, lanes are currently closed, which is causing a bit of a backup. So it's going to be a slow going morning in that stretch particularly. Please do be patient as there is also poor visibility out on the roads this morning. And of course, keep your following distance and your headlights on. Well, that is where we leave your roads for now. And let's get you an update on your weather to prepare you for the week. Let's get started now in Polokwane, where your Monday kickstarts under cloudy skies with light northwesterly breezes coming through. Temperatures will rise from a chilly 6 to a high of 21. And as we look ahead, sunny conditions take over from Tuesday, with highs climbing to 24 tomorrow and reaching 26 by Wednesday. Out in Klerksdorp, showers are possible earlier in the day, and skies do remain mostly cloudy throughout your Monday. Temperatures will move from a cool 7 to a high of 18 degrees. And brighter days are ahead, though with sunshine returning from Tuesday and highs building to 23 by midweek. Let's check out what Pretoria has to offer while your Monday unfolds. Under partly cloudy skies, there is a 10% chance of morning rain. You start at 8 degrees as your low and your max hits 17 today. Now, sunnier conditions take hold from Tuesday, with temperatures warming to 21 degrees and climbing to a comfortable 23 by Wednesday. Into Johannesburg we go now, where you can expect a showery start to your Monday under cloudy skies. 6 is how you get started. 14 is your peak for today in terms of temperatures. Now the week brightens up significantly with partly sunny skies returning Tuesday and highs reaching 20 degrees by Wednesday. And then out in Mbombela, morning showers give clear way to a pleasant afternoon. Now your temperatures will range between a mild 10 and a warmer 22. And the week ahead looks largely sunny with temperatures climbing to 25 on Tuesday and peaking at 27 degrees come midweek. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, showers move through early on in your Monday. Now temperatures start from a chilly 7 degrees and reach a high of 15. Conditions do improve throughout your week with sunny skies and highs of 19 on Tuesday and 21 up as your high on Wednesday. Richards Bay, it's your turn next, where cloudy skies settle over your area with a light northerly breeze. Temperatures range from a warm 15 to a high of 26 degrees. Now, sunny conditions will dominate the rest of your week with highs holding steady between 26 and 27 degrees. And then out in Durban, cloudy skies hang over the city today with calm northeasterly winds. Now your temperatures will move from a mild 14 to a pleasant high of 25. And then sunshine returns from Tuesday with highs staying in the mid to upper 20s throughout the rest of your week. Let's see what Mtata has to offer. You can expect some cloudy skies today with light northwesterly breezes. Temperatures climb from a chilly 8 degrees to a warmer 23. Now, brighter conditions do follow for the rest of the week with highs staying in those low to mid 20s. And then out in Uba, cloudy skies dominate your Monday with a 25% chance of rain and a noticeable northwesterly wind coming on through. Now your temperatures range between a cool 9 and a high of 19 degrees, and partly cloudy conditions do persist throughout the week with highs of 22 degrees come Tuesday. Out in Kugompo City, cloudy skies are expected today with light southeasterly winds with a slim chance of rain sitting at 5%. Your temperatures will range between 16 and 24. Now Tuesday brightens up considerably with sunshine and highs reaching 26 degrees. Ebeja, on your side, partly cloudy skies define your Monday. There's also a 5% chance of rain. Temperatures will range between 14 and 25 degrees. The clouds do move out of the way into Tuesday as you can expect degrees between 12 and 23. And then out in the gorgeous George, hello to you. What you can expect on your side is a mostly sunny skies throughout the day. 12 degrees is how you get started with a nice high of 23. There is a 20% chance of rain though. Tomorrow the temperatures range between 12 and 19. And then out in the mother city, Cape Town, what have we got for you? Bit of a cloudy day that you can expect ahead of you. 13 is how we get started with that high sitting at 17 degrees today. A little bit chilly, but wetter weather arrives tomorrow, so do appreciate that, with a significant 75% chance of rain before conditions gradually ease into the latter part of the week. And then out in Sutherland, it's mostly cloudy skies with a 45% chance of rain that will make for a grey Monday. Your temperatures will range between 6 and 13 degrees. That is partly cloudy conditions that will follow through to the week, with highs gradually warming to 17 degrees come Thursday. And then out in Kimberley, morning showers are on the cards for you today. There's a 50% chance of rain under cloudy skies. Now temperatures will rise from a brisk 8 to a high of 17. Conditions improve from Tuesday though, with sunny breaks returning and highs climbing to 22 and 23 degrees by midweek. And finally, out in Uppington, your Monday begins with light morning rain and gusty northerly winds of up to 27 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures will range between 7 and 23 with that 25% chance of rain. And dry and warm conditions take hold from Tuesday with highs building into the mid to upper 20s. Bit of a wet one across the country today, but worry not, because we've got to get into that sunrise morning view to make sure that all of us have a smile on our dials. And Keith Dyer from Gnobi out in Kugompo City said, I've got you all covered. I know exactly what you need to make sure that we maybe feel like summer's not too far away. Your high is sitting at 23 degrees today, but this is what it looks like, and a beautiful start to the morning, Keith. So thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us and thinking of us as you woke up on this gorgeous Monday. Now, we definitely want to see what your morning looks like from your Lens Tower screens. Hit us up, 063-0369649. Be like Keith and let us know exactly what your morning's looking like. We'll check in again at 8 o'clock. For now, though, I've got to check in with G-Man. What's coming up?
I need to change my frequency, yo. I'm vibrating at the wrong rhythm here. I need a bit of healing in my life, and I think we often turn to music first. It maybe hits with an emotional message that unlocks the brain. Whatever it does, there is a huge healing power to music, and we're going to delve into that on World Music Day. And then Chris Rowland is here to give us a sound bath, and I cannot wait to experience that firsthand. We have heard how impactful it can be. I think we, on a scientific level, are starting to understand the power of sound. Let's see if we can meet the science with the emotion after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're celebrating the universal power of music to connect, to inspire, and of course, to move us. Now, this morning, sound healing practitioner Chris Rowland joins us to explore how sound can really go beyond entertainment, using instruments and also vibration to create space for both rest and reflection, which, to be honest, we all need. So, Chris, welcome, and thank you for joining us this morning. I love the fact that you're already grounded, shoes off, instruments on the table. You know, we're about to get into something really special, I feel. And World Music Day does remind us how deeply music can resonate. So, like I said, beyond entertaining, when we plug in our earphones and we're jamming away, how is music more than something we just listen to?
Well, the music that you listen to every day is entertaining, and it feels good because it resonates with our own being. So if you think about you, me, everybody in the studio itself, everything is vibrating at different frequencies, right? So music is just frequency. And the reason why we feel so good to music because it resonates with us. It's in harmony with us. What we do differently in sound healing and sound therapy, one of the things that we don't do is we don't do melody. We try to stay away from melody as much as possible. We stay away from beats as much as possible. The reason why is when you listen to music, you know what's coming and you know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
So your mind is active because you're participating in it. In sound healing, we try to get you out of your mind, so we don't do melodies and beats so that you don't start. Sometimes I do a sound bath and I can see somebody's feet going like this to the beat of the drum, and I'll go, oh, and I'll change the beat. And then the foot wiggles around like, what?
Oh, what? Where?
And then it settles and relax. So the idea is to get the mind to relax, to take us into, like right now we're in a beta state, the way we're talking right now. The idea is to get people down into an alpha state, which is sort of I'm now kind of relaxed, and then into a theta state where I'm going deeper inside of myself, and even into a delta state where I'm sound asleep.
Oh my goodness.
In those states of being, the reason why we sleep at night is because the body needs to be able to rejuvenate itself. That's the reason why we sleep. Without sleep, we would cease to exist.
Right.
So what we do with sound healing is take you into that state, so that so that we heal the body, so that the body has a space to heal itself.
An opportunity to do so.
An opportunity to do it, yeah.
So for those that have never experienced, a sound bath, what exactly is it? I feel like I remember going to one, and yes, I did pass out. I did fall asleep. So what exactly can people expect?
Well, my mentor always said to me, he said, come have your experience and then you'll know.
Ooh.
So I don't tell anybody what to expect because everybody's different, right? I'll give you an example. So a lady came to, my sound baths are anywhere from 20 to 150 people.
Sure.
So one time we did a sound bath, and it was a group of about 20, and a lady at the end, and I thought, wow, that was really so beautiful, right? And I asked everybody, how'd you feel? And one lady said, it was so dark.
Ooh.
And I said, wow, well, okay. I understood what happened. And then I thought, let me canvass the room. So I canvassed the room. I said, everybody, what everybody else think? And everybody said, it was so beautiful.
Sure.
So I said, the reason why you thought it was dark, and it's legitimate, because that's what you experienced, because that was your relationship to the instruments in yourself and your state of mind of where you're at the moment. So it was just something bringing out in you. She came a second time, and then I said, how was it? She goes, it was so beautiful. So it changes every time.
Depending on where you're at as well.
Depending on where you're at, depending on where all the people are in the room. So I'm going to do a little mini sound bath. Normally they're 90 minutes. I'm going to cram it into 6.5 minutes, see if we can do it. But everybody in this room, the room itself, you, me, the instruments, it's all communicating together. And depending on who's in the room, depends on what happens in that moment.
Oh my goodness.
So in September, we're doing a big show called Immersion at the old Cape Town Ground Hall Theater. And there'll be about 1,000 people there. So it's the first time we're going to try that.
That feels risky to me, because you don't know what kind of energy is walking in. Okay, so instrument-wise, besides the factors that you can't control, what is going on here? Because this is beautiful.
So I just brought a few instruments in just to show you. This I think is interesting because I happened to find this just the other day.
Yeah.
You know those guys that sell corner stuff and they do all that little weaving and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, this is for sweeping.
But the sound.
It's a wonderful little sound. That's a great grounding instrument, that kind of a thing. This is a shaker I got from Peru last year.
Wow, okay.
This is interesting. Oh my goodness.
I was hoping you would go for that.
This one here is a flute.
Not a catapult.
And it's a flute.
Wow.
So that's a flute.
Oh my goodness.
That is a didgeridoo.
Oh wow.
So it's just, you can see it's just been curved
Wrapped
up.
around, yeah.
Didgeridoo.
Beautiful.
This is a Native American flute, I suspect. Let's see if it's actually, no, my diptych isn't set.
I mean, I don't know if we would know the difference.
Also, that's a Native American flute made by a local guy.
Wow.
Who makes a lot of instruments. In fact, he made one of my other didgeridoos.
Incredible.
This is a flute from Peru.
Ah, look at that craftsmanship.
Yeah, it's a really nice flute.
I mean, I already feel better. Is that also an instrument?
This is an instrument. This is called a huaca.
Waka.
And sounds a little bit like a bird flying.
Yeah.
So it relaxes you.
Do you know what I'm thinking? Some people might feel a bit skeptical when they hear the word healing. And they might be like, oh, I don't know if that is for me. So how would you convince somebody that this is something that they might be into?
Well, I can tell you that people have walked into my studio. I do one-on-ones and couples, and I do the sound baths. And I can tell you I've had people come into the sound bath with, I can't tell you how many times it happened, where somebody said, I came in here with the worst backache, and now it's gone.
Sure.
The reason why that happens, it's not some magic that's happening, it's science that's happening, is every part of your body is vibrating at different frequencies. Your organs all vibrate at different frequencies. When you're ill, when you're sick, if I took a measurement of one of your organs before the sickness, it would vibrate at a certain frequency. If after we discover you're sick, we look at the frequency and it's different. So what sound healing does, it presents a lot of different frequencies. Your body knows what it needs to get back into harmony with itself. So we simply present the frequencies and help your body entrain back to its natural resonant frequency. And when you're in your natural resonant frequency, listen, hospitals now use this kind of work inside of the hospitals. There's 2 hospitals in the US now that are using sound healing for cancer.
Wow.
And successfully healing cancer with it. It'd take me a long time to go into the conversation about how that works.
Right.
But it's successfully working in this
And there's evidence of it working as well.
Well, they use it, absolutely they use it.
Well, we are definitely going to get on our healing journey this morning. Gray and I are standing by with our own little ailments that we probably need to get aligned in just a little bit. Mr. Roland's going to stick around and, of course, take us through the goodness of what's going to be a little sound bath right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Yep, something we haven't done on the show before, which I absolutely relish these kind of opportunities. And yes, I think I need a frequency adjustment myself. But now let's hone in on something slightly different now. For generations, they've been the heart of our homes, the keepers of wisdom, the pillars of our community. And through the Go Turquoise initiative, proudly supported by the brilliant Sun Farmer Revital, we are shining a spotlight on older people, celebrating their invaluable contributions, essential contributions, while highlighting the importance of health, of dignity, and I think most importantly, meaningful support. Let's jump on board.
Growing old is something that we all hope to do, but we often forget to celebrate those who have paved the way before us. Today, we are at Jabulani Old Age Home in Pretoria North as part of the Go Turquoise for the Elderly campaign, powered by Revital Royale. It's an initiative that is focused on the importance of connection, of celebrating our senior citizens, as well as just shedding a light on overall well-being. Rolene, you are looking fine in your turquoise jacket. Tell us all about it.
What inspires this initiative is the recognition that a lot of our elderly community members face significant challenges. One obviously being healthcare issues, limited access to healthcare, isolation and abandonment, financial vulnerability, elderly abuse, the list goes on. And what this initiative really does is that it brings awareness and encourages communities to participate into this amazing act of kindness and dignity.
What does reaching people and touching lives mean in the context of today?
Just means that we got to spend some quality times with our elderly residents. I think we've left them with a lot of smiles. We could see how much they are enjoying seeing us and present and not just being consumers of our brands.
Moitumelo, can you tell us about how Revital Royale supports the needs of older adults?
The formulation for Revital Royale, it's a beautiful blend of vitamins, minerals. It also contains royal jelly, which is known to contain amino acids that we don't produce in our own bodies, as well as CoQ10. So all in all, the product is really formulated to support healthy, energetic, lively aging for older adults.
Why was Revital Royale the perfect partner for this campaign?
As people grow older, you really want to retain that vitality, you want to retain the energy and supporting overall wellness. So Revital Royale was the perfect brand because it is indicated to support healthy aging, immunity, as well as cell protection in that sense.
It's been so wonderful seeing the smiles these acts of kindness have created. Alongside sharing stories together, spending time, residents will also be receiving a variety of donated items as gifts, including Revital Royale products, all contributing to a day of celebrating well-being, vitality, and of course, the people at the heart of this community. Can you please tell us what was the inspiration behind the opening of Jabulani Old Age Home?
For the people who are going to come here, they need to experience it as a home away from home. So hence we are here in this premise, which is my own house. We are a private facility. We don't get funding. So this partnership comes in handy because if there are other things that we would need as an extra, we will always appreciate people who are coming to give us something. Especially Sun Farm today, what they brought us, we appreciate partnerships.
What I find particularly meaningful for this campaign is that it really turns awareness into action, whether it be volunteering, fundraising, education, or just checking up on an elderly friend, elderly neighbor, elderly family member. It really does drive you to do good and be courageous.
Today has been about celebrating the people who have contributed to our communities and reminding them that they are valued and appreciated. Through the Go Turquoise for the Elderly campaign, Sun Pharma South Africa have brought their purpose of reaching people and touching lives in a meaningful way.
Oh, as the beautiful sounds reverberate around our studio, I hope you feel that love. Remember, Revital are giving you guys a lot of extra love right now. 6 lucky viewers stand the chance of each winning a 500 Rand Take-A-Lot voucher to spend as you will. Simply reply to the competition post on that's the Expresso social pages, and answer this question. Is Revital Royale designed to boost energy, support immunity, promote healthy aging, or all of the above? Don't forget to include #Revital, and the competition closes at midday today, so please get on it. We're going to get a lot of entries for this one. Get them in and make them quality, and as always, you can find the T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
Well, coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, you heard the sound resonating in you. And yes, we are beckoning on that healing. Chris Rowland's still standing by to take us through a sound bath moment. It's going to be incredible, so brace yourselves and prepare a space for you to lie down. And then, of course, we're going to come through that inspiration on this beautiful Monday. Our kitchen looking pretty good, but maybe yours not so much. We're going to give you the ultimate designs when it comes to the beautiful kitchen that you're dreaming of with Easy Life Kitchen. We'll see you straight after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, you beauties. It's not every day that we get to try a new experience on this show, and we do a lot of new things. So when we get the opportunity to delve into a healing space, we're going to embrace it. A little bit earlier, we learned how sound baths are helping people create moments of calm, reflection, restoration through music and vibration. Now, the incredible Chris Rowland is back to show us exactly how a sound bath works and what participants experience during a session. Please note that we are condensing condensing a much longer and enriched experience very gratefully into a TV version. So please bear with us. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. I am loving this from every perspective. How are you? Because this is going to become quite a challenge.
I'm good.
You and I getting up and down is always a bit of a challenge, but no, we're gonna embrace it for all it is. So, Chris, the floor is yours, my friend.
So just relax. Take a moment and just do a mental inventory of your body. Start at your feet, and then just see if there's any tension. And forget about all this in the studio. Work your way up your body, your legs, your torso, chest, eyes, face even. We hold tension in strange places. And if you feel any tension anywhere, just take in a deep breath and breathe into that space and just allow the muscles to just relax. Don't try to anticipate the sounds, just go with it.
Would you guys mind at home if we just stayed here for another 3 hours? Is that okay? That was incredible. I think it's probably going to take us a moment or two to recenter. Chris, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll try to wrap our little heads around what we have just experienced, but a physical manifestation like I've never felt before. Absolutely amazing. Take a deep breath. We will connect with you again on the other side of this. My brother, thank you so much. Wow. Sure.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, yes, to the calmest studio you will ever experience in TV land. We had a sound bath just before. Great to get me into a creative, open-minded frame, because we're about to get very creative. When it comes to creating a beautiful home, it is easy to get caught up in the latest trends and maybe forget about what that core vision is. But the truth is, the best spaces aren't built around what's just popular. They're built around what feels like you, what represents you. From bold and modern to warm and timeless, understanding your personal design style can make every decor decision a whole lot easier. But how do we get to that point? Well, today we are joined by Easy Life Kitchen's National Training Manager, who knows exactly how to do this, Monique da Costa Killian, and then PG Bison, National Manager for Demand Creation, Tabile de Corbe, to unlock your unique design personality with Easy Life Kitchen's Know Your Style tool. It's an actual tool that we can use now, and how PG Bison's range of amazing colors, their textures, their finishes can help bring this vision to life. I love this. Do you feel like this before every project where you get so excited about the possibilities? Because the possibilities are endless. But it's got to start with us. Trends are great to have. We want to be able to dip into that. But it's difficult for those of us who aren't trained, who haven't quite taken this journey yet. How does it begin? Why is this such an intimidating thing, do you think?
So I think, you know, our home is our happy place, and we want to come.
It's a safe place.
Yeah, exactly. We want to come home and we want to feel comfortable in that space, and it's really trying to identify what it is that I like in the space that makes me feel happy, and that comes down to style. And we have 4 major styles that we work with, especially in the kitchen industry, and that is modern, contemporary, classic, and farmhouse. So being able to identify where you fall in on that kind of spectrum will help us then be able to kind of guide you in what materials to use. So if you like modern, you might want glossy finishes or matte finishes, but more clean lines. You know, all of those kind of things give us assistance, so we can then guide you.
It's like a north, south, east, west kind of a scenario, and I love that because some of us have a little bit of all of that in us. And I remember that I was addicted. There was a cottage vibe at one point, which I think fits into the farm style kind of vibe, but it just worked so beautifully for the setup that I had. We change with life. Our seasons change. How do we know? How do we start to identify what style works for us?
Well, so we have a style quiz on our website.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes, so you go to www.easylifekitchens.co.za and you go to the tab that says inspiration. And in that tab, there's the quiz. And it's very fun and interactive. You just go and select one of the 4 pictures that speak to you.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes, and then that will then pop out at the end which style is your kind of personality, and then we can then guide them in that direction.
I love it because the inspiration starts with that. It's not just about kind of closing that creative lane, but actually opening up to greater choices because you can get more nuanced. And that's when the colours and the textures and the finishes really come to bear. So how do we represent personality? Once we've identified what we love about our own style, how do we bring that to life?
I think when looking at a space, we need to consider 3 things. So the colour, the textures, and the finishes that are available. Now, when it comes to color, which is my favorite part, it's about also looking at, from a client perspective, look at the colors of your floors, look at what your wall colors look like, and then interpret that into your space. So for a more sophisticated look and feel, the darker colors would give you that sort of design style.
That gravitas,
And for a more timeless look and feel, you would maybe look or lean more to the natural, more green types of colors in the space. And then textures come in where deep texture can be interpreted into the space where you then create a bit more depth on your design as well.
I love it because it must feel different to every person that comes in there. But to you, it's going to be a space you're going to spend a lot of time, but you want to get the most out of it. But I really like this notion of kind of educating ourselves about ourselves before we take any big steps there. So the Know Your Style tool, talk us through kind of what brought us to this point, because it's a great tool for you guys to use, and how do we get the most out of it?
So I think for us at Easy Life, we discovered that our clients do fall into these 4 categories. And so being able to help them identify themselves in those categories then helps us to give them what they want.
You're not kind of reverse baking the cake, you know.
And also, it really then guides us in the direction of which kind of materials, also budget, can also, you know, maybe you have farmhouse and you think farmhouse traditionally has profile doors, but maybe we can actually go with one of our nice PG colors that have a green tone to it, and it doesn't need to be kind of a traditional farmhouse. You know, we can really play and mix with things.
And you control the ecosystem, so you can add value where you really need to add value, and you also know. I'd love to know, how many kitchens have you guys done? How many lessons have you guys learned through this process? And that's when the nuanced choices really come to bear. When we look at and I know we're not trend kind of defined, but we love to see what people are loving, and that's often what gives us the inspiration. So when it comes to those finishing touches, when it comes to that final layer of inspiration, what's got you guys inspired?
So some of the big trends that we are seeing at the moment is two-toning. So where you would then choose a solid color and bring in a wood grain into that space to warm it up. But over and above just two-toning, there's now three-toning, where clients want to add 3 colors into a space, but you need to be very careful with that in terms of how you lay it out in the design perspective. What really is interesting to me at the moment as well is color carcassing. So where naturally any designer would sort of say, let's do a white carcass on the inside, you can now actually play with color on the inside. So make the inside of your cupboards as interesting as the outside of the cupboards itself.
That is going to be the most pirated term of the day, color carcassing. I absolutely love it, but it's a great way to think about it because we're going to build and add layers to it. There's going to be depth. How do people connect if they want to design their life like this? How do they connect with you guys?
Well, we have showrooms across the whole of the country,
Get
which
in
is,
there, yeah.
yes, and it's best to get inspiration from those showrooms. So we suggest coming into them. You can go onto our website to get a full list of where we are based, and, you know, we're going to inspire you as soon as you step through that door.
And we're going to inspire you with yourself. You're going to learn more about yourself and your
Yes,
own
exactly.
style and what
Yeah.
really makes you happy, what makes you comfortable, what creates that beautiful, inspiring, safe place. Oh, and you get to do this in a way that is just going to open more doors for you creatively as you go on this journey, which is great. So finding your design style isn't just about following trends. We love what's popular, but you are the most important element here. It's about creating spaces that reflect who you are and how you live and what you want your space to feel like. And whether you're planning a complete kitchen renovation or simply maybe just refreshing that carcass, understanding what resonates with you, what the right vibration is maybe that first step towards making a confident design choice. So if you want to go and discover your own style and explore the possibilities that are available through Easy Life Kitchens and PG Bison as their partner, please go and visit their websites. But most importantly, get into the shop. Get in there, get into their showrooms and experience this design journey for yourself.
At Easy Life Kitchens, we design kitchens and our clients bring them to life. Your vision, our expertise, the perfect kitchen.
Well, from designing kitchens to actually cooking in one and putting it to the test, Nick Fraser's still with us because we have to actually dish up what you made in the first bit. Now, of course, you made something absolutely incredible. It took him 5 minutes, and we have 5 minutes left on the clock to just bring up this spicy sauce. We took some sausage, made it into meatballs, served over couscous, and your 5 minutes, sir, begins right now. I feel like you don't even need the 5 minutes,
but
though.
we're gonna do it.
You can take your time cutting
yeah,
the coriander.
So we just need to add some color and flavor.
I love that I'm
Adds a
tasting this
lot
because
of
Graham
flavor.
would have not enjoyed that. He's not a coriander person.
And that's where the flavor lies.
That's where the flavor lies.
Even
How do you
in the
do with
stems,
coriander?
Even in the stems,
Oh, you use
guys.
the stems too?
When you're cooking, if you're cooking the coriander in your pot, please use the stems. That's flavor. You can chop it finely. When you're using it for like decoration or whatever the case is, garnish, then you can just use the leaves.
Oh my gosh,
But
I always throw the
flavors,
stems away.
Please don't, especially for a curry.
Yeah.
Use those stems, use those
Ooh.
stems.
The flavor comes across more.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, lovely. And then we have to leave the dhania, the coriander, till the end when we throw it in.
Actually, very important. You actually cook your coriander. So if you're putting your tomatoes in, throw in that coriander. Coriander has flavor. It's not like parsley where it's not a lot of flavor.
It just
Parsley,
adds a little
it's
something at the
garnish, yes.
end, yeah.
Coriander has flavor.
Ooh.
Put that coriander in 2 or 3 times. I'm big on
Okay.
coriander. So
I
we'll just
love
take
it
some for
too.
garnish now as well. But we're basically
Beautiful.
done.
Okay, and we're
you ready to
serving this
taste?
over a bed of couscous.
Yes.
Why did you choose couscous as opposed to like a pasta? Mashed potato even could work.
Yes, mashed potato, but remember, this is a lazy guy dinner. So with our couscous, we're just putting in some boiling water and we're letting that cook instead
You know
of
what?
doing
Enough
mashed
said, Nick.
potatoes.
Enough said.
And going the long way.
A girl dinner versus a guy dinner, significantly different, but I'm here to try it regardless.
Awesome.
We're going
And
to
look at
serve this
that.
over our couscous.
Yeah,
The meat is done. Can I go in with it?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool.
And couscous, I'm going to slice up some extra chili, bring some heat. I know you like it a bit spicy.
A little bit spicy.
Okay, so we'll just get just for a bit of
How much?
garnish.
Must I just use all of it?
No, yeah, you can, up to you.
Okay, just chuck that in.
I mean, we've got more time to
We've
eat
got
since
time. How much time do we have? 3 minutes still on the clock.
And we can dish already.
Okay,
There we
wow.
go.
You go for it. Do you need the spoon or are you going to use that one?
I'll use this, yeah, perfect.
It smells divine.
And
It's
look
got
at
like a tomato-y base, so it's obviously going to work. To me, this reminds me of like like a chakalaka and wors.
That's exactly the vibe
Yeah.
we're giving. South African, and you could even serve this on a roll, you know? It's exactly that kind of vibe that we're trying to give, even with the roti.
Okay. I mean, some pap with this would go far. If you're going to have time on the clock, I just know it. Nick is quick, pronto. Okay, a little bit of garnish.
And you could even do some chili.
A little bit of chili.
You know, just for some extra heat.
Oh, lovely.
There we go.
Oh, when you say heat, you meant heat.
I meant heat.
You
It's
only
Monday.
did half of the 5 minutes. 2:20 left on the clock. You've absolutely nailed that. You deserve a taste.
Thank
and then
you.
I'll grab one too. Okay, Nick, let's go in. A little bit of the meatball. Bit of the sauce, bit of the couscous.
How's it for you?
Mmm.
And I mean, we made this so quickly.
That sauce is a 10 out of 10. My goodness, the couscous was also a great idea to go along with it as well. Light, something so good that you can include in your meal. The QR code is up. Please make sure that you scan it with your phone's camera. And then enjoy this delicious meal on this Monday night. And I think you've done a fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
As usual, please go follow him.
Yes.
Every time your recipes come up on my feed, I'm just like, yo, Nick, you're making us all list for all the food that you're making. The mouth is
I'm
watering.
glad.
So please make sure you follow Nick Fraser and get your cooking on. We'll see you straight after the break.
Thank you.
Welcome back as we fly into the final hour of the show. As we do, official duties must be maintained. Let's dive into those news and sporting headlines. And of course, after a very busy sporting weekend, a couple of high points. Proteas ladies still back in it. But let's delve into our national news here in South Africa, where the Independent Policing Union of South Africa has now urged restraint amid growing tensions between the South African Police Service and the Investigating Directorate Against Corruption. Now, the dispute centres on some high-profile arrests arrests and warrants involving senior police officials. Now, PUSA says public disagreements between the institution and they undermine the role of law, weaken public confidence and affect officers on the ground where it's most important. And the union also warned against any outcome that could threaten IDAC's future, arguing that specialized anti-corruption units remain essential in tackling increasingly sophisticated crime here in South Africa. Now, we kind of stay in that lane as Acting National Police Commissioner Boleng Dipani says that few enforcement or law enforcement will act decisively against anyone engaging in illegal activities during marches and protests. Now, speaking during an overnight visit to a Durban repatriation center for undocumented Malawian nationals, Dipani stressed that peaceful demonstrations are protected, but violations of the law will be met with a very strong police response. And she says adequate resources are in place to maintain public order as tensions surrounding immigration issues continue to draw attention across the country at the moment. Now, casting a wider gaze on the international news front, Benin and Niger have taken another step towards restoring relations after years of tension, that following Niger's 2023 military coup. And delegations meeting in the Cotonou continued discussions on the repatriating their shared border, strengthening security cooperation, and then rebuilding economic ties in that area. Relations, they soured after Niger accused Benin of supporting efforts to destabilize its military government, and allegations that Benin has since denied. And officials involved in the talks described the border respecting as effectively agreed at this stage, raising hopes that trade and movement between the neighboring countries could soon return to normal, which is great news for the region. Now, we head a little further afield as US President Donald Trump and Iranian negotiator Mohammad Baghir Ghibal have traded sharp warnings as officials met in Switzerland to direct talks aimed at securing a final peace agreement. Now, the discussions follow an initial deal to end hostilities and to reopen the strategically important Strait of Hormuz. However, continued clashes between Hezbollah and the Israeli forces in Lebanon have now threatened progress on the ground. And both sides expressed willingness to continue negotiations, though disagreements over Iran's nuclear program and regional security do remain unresolved at the moment. Now let's see if we can shift the karmic balance in our news report. More than 114,000 young people, incredible young people around the world, have helped to unlock $1 million in funding through the Students Rebuild program, doing it for themselves, proving that creativity can be a powerful force for change in the world right now. This year's Unique and United theme encouraged participants to explore identity, belonging and connection through art, through performance and storytelling. I think an art that many feel is dying now. And the funding is going to offer vital support to those organizations working with refugees, displaced youth, those most at risk, including projects in the Ukraine and Greece at the moment. And organizers say that initiatives not only raise money, but they also help young people develop confidence, know their place in the world, those collaborative skills that are so important, and that belief that the voices and ideas they represent can, in fact, make a meaningful difference. $1 million worth of difference, and the students did that for themselves, so well done. Well, that gives us the inspiration we need to get into our sporting lineup. Let's kick it off with the FIFA World Cup watch, as we have to. And Cape Verde made history yesterday by scoring their maiden FIFA World Cup goal in a thrilling 2-2 draw against Uruguay. Very tough mountain to climb. The tournament debutants stunned the South Americans by opening the scoring before building on that memorable moment to keep the point and, of course, keep their knockout hopes alive. Then in other results, Spain sent quite a message. They beat Saudi Arabia 4-0, while Belgium and Iran, they had to share the points in a goalless draw. Now, lots to delve into on the cricketing front, but the Proteas ladies back to their best. They claimed their second T20 World Cup win with a 6-wicket victory over India. So chasing a massive 158, it seemed like a bit of an impossible one to achieve. South Africa recovered, though, from 25 for 2 at one point, thanks to player of the match, Marazan Cup, whose unbeaten knock of 81, securing the Proteas' first ever T20 victory, chasing down more than 150 runs. So up next, we can say a slightly less tough prospect in the form of the Netherlands, and that happens this Thursday. Now, an incredible victory for Marc Marquez as we head into MotoGP. And in fact, he's now claimed back-to-back victories after producing a superb ride to win the Czech Grand Prix in Brno. The Ducati rider, he overtook his teammate Francesco Bagnaia later in the race before pulling clear for that victory, with rookie I Auguras finishing in second place, and that meant Bagnaia was left in third to close out the podium. Now, we've got the small matter of another golfing major to recap after this weekend as well. An American golfer, Wyndham Clark, he pulled off something miraculous. He held his nerve to capture his second U.S. Open title, surviving a dramatic final round in New York to win by a single stroke. Now, you might remember Clark began the day with a commanding 6-shot advantage over the field, but he saw that lead absolutely evaporate under pressure before producing a crucial birdie on the 16th to steady the ship and then seal the victory. So congratulations to the American. An incredible weekend of sport all round, but that's where we leave it for now. And I think a lot of us focused on getting to work. Now let's see if the roads are playing along.
Well, thank you so much, Graham. Let's check out your roads out in Cape Town. We head to the north first in Bellville, where motorists should expect delays near Yep de Jager as traffic is currently building up in that area. Now, if you are headed toward the city, please do prepare for a slower drive and, of course, keep a safe following distance as you make your way through. But now that's where we leave your roads. We'll check in again tomorrow morning. Let's give you an update on your weather. Polokwane is our first stop, where your Monday gets kick-started under cloudy skies with light northwesterly breezes coming through. Now your temperatures will rise from a chilly 6 degrees to 21 as your high. Looking ahead, sunny conditions take over from Tuesday, with highs climbing to 24 tomorrow and 26 by Wednesday. Out in Klerksdorp, showers are possible early in the day as skies remain mostly cloudy. Now temperatures move from a cool 7 to a high of 18 degrees. Brighter days are ahead though, with sunshine returning from Tuesday and highs building to 23 degrees by midweek. To Gauteng we go, out in Pretoria, where your Monday unfolds under partly cloudy skies. There's a 10% chance of showers this morning. Now your temperatures will range between 8 and 17. Sunnier conditions take hold from Tuesday, with temperatures warming up to 21 degrees as your high, and it will climb to a comfortable 23 by Wednesday. And then in the city of Gold, Johannesburg, expect a showery start to your Monday under some cloudy skies. Temperatures begin from a cold 6 degrees, rising to a high of 14. The week brightens up significantly, with partly sunny skies returning Tuesday and highs reaching 20 by Wednesday. And then out in Mbombela, morning showers clear to give way to pleasant afternoon. Temperatures range between a mild 10 to a warmer 22 degrees. Now the week ahead looks largely sunny, with temperatures climbing to 25 degrees on Tuesday. It will peak though on Wednesday, your high is sitting at 27. And then in the beautiful Bloemfontein, your showers move through earlier on your Monday. A 7-degree start, a bit of a chilly one, and that rises to 15. Now your conditions will improve throughout the week, with sunny skies and highs of 19 on Tuesday and 21 degrees by Wednesday. Let's check out Richards Bay next, where cloudy skies settle over Richards Bay with a light northerly breeze coming on through. Temperatures ranging from a warm 15 to a high of 26 degrees. Sunny conditions will dominate the rest of the week, with highs holding steady between 26 and 27 throughout into the weekend. Let's check out what Durban has to offer now. Out in South Africa's playground, cloudy skies hang over the city today with calm northeasterly winds. Your temperatures, well, they'll move from a mild 14 to a pleasant high of 25. And then sunshine returns once again on Tuesday, with highs staying in the mid to upper 20s through to the rest of the week. In Tata, on your side of town, expect cloudy skies today with a light northwesterly breeze. Your temperatures, well, they'll climb from a chilly 8 degrees to a warmer 23. Now, brighter conditions follow for the rest of the week with highs staying in those low to mid-20s. Let's see what's going down in Uba, formerly known as Craddock, where cloudy skies dominate your Monday. There is a 25% chance of rain and also noticeable northwesterly winds that will come on through. Temperatures will range between 9 and 19 and partly cloudy conditions persist throughout your week, with highs peaking at 22 on Tuesday. And on this Monday out in Kugompo City, cloudy skies are expected today with a light northeasterly breeze and a slim chance of rain sitting at 5%. Your temperatures will move from a mild 16 to 24. Tuesday does brighten up considerably with sunshine and highs reaching 26 degrees. And then out in Ebeja, GQ, partly cloudy skies will define your Monday. There is a 5% chance of rain as well with northerly breezes coming on through. As for your temperatures, they'll range from 14 to a high of 25. I expect a cooler and cloudier midweek with Wednesday bringing a 55% chance of rain and highs dipping to 19. Out in the gorgeous George, mostly sunny skies greet you this Monday with a 20% chance of rain. Northerly breezes will too be felt. Temperatures moving between 12 and 23. Cloudier and cooler conditions settle in midweek from Wednesday, bringing a 45% chance of rain. Let's check out the mother city next. Out in Cape Town, cloudy skies and a brisk northwesterly wind will define your Monday. There's a 20% chance of rain that you can expect with temperatures sitting between 13 and 17. Now, wet weather arrives on Tuesday with a significant 75% chance of rain before conditions gradually ease into the weekend. And then out in Sutherland, mostly cloudy skies will happen with a 45% chance of rain. It'll be a grey Monday with your degrees sitting between 6 and 13. Partly cloudy conditions do follow throughout the week, with highs gradually warming to 17 degrees by Thursday. And then out in Kimberley, morning showers on the cards today. There's a 50% chance of rain under cloudy skies. Temperatures will rise from a brisk 8 to a high of 17. Our conditions improve from Tuesday with sunny breaks returning and highs climbing to 22 and 23 degrees by midweek. Let's check out Uppington as our final stop, where your Monday begins with light morning rain and gusty northerly winds of up to 27 kilometers per hour. Temperatures will range between 7 and 23 with that 25% chance of rain, but drier and warmer conditions will take hold from Tuesday, building up to those mid to upper 20s as your high. All right, you know what the deal is right now. Before we even embrace 8 o'clock when it comes to your sunrise morning view, we've got to do a bit of a recap as to what went down in the previous hours. At 6 o'clock, Mervyn came in bright and early. He said this is what PMB is looking like this morning. And Uncle Merv, thank you so much for getting in touch with this gorgeous morning view before the city's even woken up. Keith Dyer was up next, also coming through with that golden hue across the sky out in Ganobi in Kugompo City. And thank you for lighting up our skies just the same, Keith. We appreciate you. All right, the men have stood up. Let's see who came through next. Farhana Isaac from Zeerust in the northwest, also coming through with that golden hue, the actual sun rays just peeking through the beautiful Highveld over there. 17 degrees is what you can expect on your side. And Farhana, thank you so much for representing the ladies so well. Absolutely gorgeous morning view, and we wish you a beautiful and blessed day indeed. Keep on snapping those pictures. Remember, we do it all week, on the hour, every hour. 063-036-9649. That's how you get in touch with us. As for the final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast show, we'll continue celebrating Music Day right here.
And the passion and the purpose behind it. Lady Magnolia and Diamond Duchess are here, making me feel like I need a far more dramatic name. I need more impact because the space needs a loud voice right now. I think more than a decade through this journey, the Grand Exhibition has brought together performers, incredible performers from across Cape Town to raise funds for survivors of sexual violence. Now, returning for its 11th year, that is an incredible run. On the 27th of June, the Burlesque Showcase has raised almost 300,000 Rand for Rape Crisis Cape Town Trust. Incredible, using performance, empowerment as you see it come to bear on stage, and community, most importantly, to support an essential cause. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
I would imagine if it takes me quite a lot to get ready at this time of the day for you guys to be TV ready, absolutely amazing. When you hear, because I know this is an everyday kind of passion and purpose-driven journey for you, when we take stock, 300,000 Rand, because you know how that funding gets used and how important it is, how does that make you feel to look back on this incredible journey?
I feel really great. I started the Grand Exhibition specifically because I wanted to be able to give back what burlesque gives to me. And I wanted to make sure that other women, regardless of whether they had access to burlesque or not, had access to the healing, the empowering aspects of it. And so I feel very proud and very excited. And we'll continue to do this for as long as Red Crisis needs us.
And the need will be there. The need will always be there. There is something beautiful about the bigger and smaller journey happening here. There is a personal journey, and I think when you connect with burlesque, something changes. What has it given you? Why has this been such an unlock for you and led you to your purpose?
So, as a little girl growing up in Mitchell's Plain, raised by a single mom and my granny, my mama, so being raised and facing many difficulties and traumas in its own, causing self-body harm. So for me, having to reclaiming my body, and I needed to overcome those traumas. And with that being said, having to overcome those traumas, joining Lady Magnolia in 2018, I joined, and just having that safe space to express who I am, and my voice being heard, not necessarily being heard out loud, but through expression and compassion towards other people, and showing them that you can be you and just love yourself.
How are you going to help others connect or reconnect with themselves when that physical line has been broken? Yes. And there is something that happens in the space on the darker side of this narrative that is going to disconnect a young girl, a woman, from her physical existence. And burlesque, I think, is misunderstood in many representations. But what is the magic that happens in this space for the individual once they start reconnecting and getting that confidence again?
You know, as women, we are raised in a society that, from when I was a teenager reading physical magazines through to today's social media, we are told that we are not enough, that we need to be skinnier, taller, thinner.
It's a physical checklist, right? Yeah.
There's just never a place where women can finally settle into their bodies and go, I live here. I live here in all this beauty and
I'm happy
the
here.
gifts that my body gives me on a daily basis. I choose to be grateful for them, and I choose to show up in the skin, in all my aliveness and all the magic that I have inside. And burlesque really does give us a space in which to show up on our own terms and celebrate, which is something very unusual.
Because you have to find value in version.
Yes.
You've got to be able to turn something that is unbelievably dark into something that's powerful, but also practical in terms of taking ownership of my journey. And I love this, my body, my rules. This kind of feels like a natural manifestation of going into the space. I would imagine it would be uncomfortable at first. It would take you breaking down barriers to get there. When this statement comes out, why is this such a powerful statement for women to lean into through this journey?
So with my body, my rules, it's something that I've actually learned to love, like I said, joining the Rouge Review, because I had my own difficulties with my body. I never loved myself. There was no form of self-love. I was the girl that looked in the mirror. I used to be so skinny, and now I am a plus-size woman, and I've just learned to love myself. But with the saying, my body, my rules, this is my space.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important for women to know that if this is your space, and if you are not comfortable with someone coming into your space, you have the right to say, no, this is my space. This is my body. Whether it be a hug, a kiss, an awkward touch, a tickle from an uncle or auntie or grandma.
Not okay.
It's not okay. My body, my rules. If you're not comfortable with me going into your space, that is your body, your rules, and you have the right to say, no, I am not comfortable. And it should be respected, irrespective of who you are, any gender, in between everyone. no, you are not. It's,
Your body, your
Yes,
rules.
yes.
I'm thinking how powerful a notion this is for young girls who can only model. Unfortunately, we've moved so far down this path that it's no longer good enough just to tell girls that they're okay. They need to see women standing up and occupying these spaces, but most importantly, they need to know the baseline.
Yeah.
Your body, your rules. Thank you so much. I have a feeling we're in store for something truly special in this performance. When you understand the passion and the purpose behind it, it just lands so powerfully. The grand exhibition returns to the Star Theatre at the Homecoming Centre. That's the 27th of June, continuing its incredible mission to stand with survivors and support the vital work of the Rape Crisis Cape Town Trust. If you want to find out more of how you can step up and provide more of that framework, please do. But most importantly, rally behind Lady Magnolia and Diamond Duchess. Thank you so much for taking your space, making your safe space all of our safe space, which is a very, very powerful thing. And you have to see it to truly understand, experience it. But I have a feeling this is going to be a very empowering moment on the other side of this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with one-day flu cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Now, if flu is slowing you down, it is time to bring the heat with one-day flu cure. Packed with cinnamon power, it helps tackle a blocked nose, body aches and mild fever so that you can get back to your day feeling like yourself again. No time to pause life, then power through it with one-day flu cure from Aspen. And here's the best part. 20 lucky winners stand a chance to win 1,000 Rand in cash. All you have to do is head over to the Aspen Cough and Cold Squad Facebook page and then enter the competition. One-day flu cure, blast the flu and keep it moving.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with one-day flu cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Now, we are celebrating World Music Day and the healing power behind it in those communities driving change. A little bit earlier, we heard about the incredible grand exhibition that has used burlesque as not just an expression of creativity, but solidarity to raise almost 300,000 Rand for Rape Crisis Cape Town Trust. And they do amazing work, and that's over the past decade. Well, for a taste of the empowering passion and purpose behind the performance, audiences can expect when their fundraising Expresso returns on the 27th of June. We present to you, a fire starter. It's Nubia. Take it away. Oh, give nothing away, just enough to own your space. Nubia, you are amazing. Step into your own space, your own body, and do it to empower others. The 27th of this month is where you can join the grand exhibition and lend your money to the most important cause, but just take in an incredible night of empowerment. Nubia, we love you, girl. We like this version a lot. We'll see you for more empowerment in just a moment. Wow.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to celebrate World Music Day. And we're trying to look at this incredible kind of space, this matrix of music from every angle that we can. And today we're going to highlight the power of music to bring people together through performance, through learning, collaboration, mentorship. The Stellenbosch International Chamber Music Festival is so much bigger than I ever dreamt, and we found this out a few years ago. It's massive. From the 3rd to the 12th of July this year, we are joined by Chris, a member of the festival's percussion ensemble, who are sounding pretty good, and then Ethan, a student musician, taking part in this year's event, and he seems pumped to share their experience, what makes this such a unique musical gathering. Let's give them a feel-good welcome. Chamber music deserves a rock star response, okay? Because this is a big moment, and I can feel the energy in the room. Obviously, you guys are amazing because you've chosen to go all in and specialize and be in the space. But to have a moment like this that shows music in a different light, how important are these bigs, and how excited are you for the festival?
Very, very excited. I mean, it's not every day you get to do something like this. Working with a lot of big people in the scene, international and local. It's
cool.
Incredible.
So, paint a picture for us. Ethan, where are you in your musical journey? What is your specialization? What's got you kind of excited about your journey right now?
So I finished my master's degree at Stellenbosch University last year, and I think this would be my 8th year at the festival. So I've been here for a while, and it's every year it's this highlight, it's this vibe, irreplaceable really. Really nice time.
It's a meeting of minds, and you get it. You would understand the opportunity to be mentored, but also for younger generations to plug into music that they might not. What's the value as a percussionist? You're the beat, the heartbeat, literally, of this. But how important is it for someone of your age, for younger students, to plug into the older styles of music? We're dealing with Mozart and Brahms, to contemporary composers as well. We're going to make those links.
It's very important. I mean, you're paying homage to, the people who came before you and who really set us up for where we are now. And then also to inspire the new generation of composers to see what we can do and then incorporate it. And it's amazing how we've come so far,
Because you need to know, so you can build on that. How have you found the experience of being a younger musician, being kind of introduced to these maybe older styles through this process, but when you see it all come together and you realize that at some point, Mozart would have been sitting in that exact same position. Every musician who has come before you has gone through this journey. What is it like being a part of a collaborative effort like this?
Yeah, it's really amazing. I mean, like Europe, for example, is rich in cultural history relating to classical music, and I feel like for South Africa, the Stellenbosch Chamber Music Festival is the equivalent to all of that. Like, you learn so much from all these faculty members that have been all over the world, toured with the greatest orchestras. I mean, we have a Grammy Award-winning conductor, so, it's insane, but
And how much do you grow then through this? As someone you've been fine-tuning your skills, I would imagine would have been probably one of the most talented musicians in the room generally. And now you're in a room where everyone is a talented musician. And you've got guys that maybe is representation vital in this space to know what that level above is? How important is the mentoring in these spaces and making those connections?
It's very important. Like you say, you come from school and you're the top dog, and then you step in there and you're like, okay, maybe I'm not actually as cool as I thought I was. But to work with some of these international people who bring in different, perspectives and ideas, and then you grow yourself as a musician like you never would.
And I think they come with that same mindset. They know they're going to get plugged into newer trends and ways of thinking of music. And it feels like we're pushing back against the algorithm that is driving really short format anything at the moment. So how does it all play out? If someone wants to make the most of this opportunity, whether you're a musician or not, because this is a whole different culture, how do we plug in and how does the festival play out?
Yes, I think this year, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's from the 3rd to the 12th of July. And basically every day in that time period, you will find music somewhere within the conservatorium in Stellenbosch. And it's really amazing. Like, even if you know nothing about music, just come around, buy a day pass or a festival pass, I'm not sure which are available.
There are some great options, and it comes with a lot of cool stuff as well. Just the food trucks in Stellenbosch are amazing at the moment. That city knows how to turn up. I absolutely love it. What do you think is going to be the most surprising part of this process for someone who hasn't been introduced to chamber music?
Well, I guess just to experience a side they haven't seen before, so not to be biased, but my percussion ensemble has a lunch hour concert on either the first or the second day, so it's definitely
You're going to have to come for lunch every day.
Definitely something different. But then obviously the main prize is at the end of the festival when you hear the festival orchestras playing, and
with a Grammy Award-winning conduct.
It's surreal. Yeah.
Well, I hope it's sinking in as you sit here on live TV in front of millions that this is the arc you're on, boys. This is where we're at. And this is what comes from holding the line. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to be punting those tickets as much as we can. You can head over web tickets, $150. Come on, but see if you can get yourself a broader plug-in so you can be there every day, because it's going to be a whole lot of beautiful, quite nuanced performances culminating in the big one, the first prize. But it's an opportunity to look at music in a whole different light. And if you are specializing, if you are going through this phase of your musical journey, the mentor that you're looking for, the inspiration that you need, is probably waiting for you in Stellenbosch. So go and do a deep dive.
Goes without saying that winter is coming. The question is, are you ready? Before symptoms strike, choose relief that you can trust. For coughs, croup and bronchitis, keep Lennon borstroppels. Now for relief of coughs and chronic bronchitis, keep Lennon Turlington. Keep Lennon cough mixture to relieve phlegmy coughs, and Lennon Vit-Dulcis for relief of colds, fever and also mild asthma attacks. Choose an original Lennon, timeless and trusted since 1898. Few more minutes left of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's squeeze in all the goodness that we can as we celebrate World Music Day. Yes, another performance is coming your way, and we've been hearing them in the sound checks. It is going to be a good time for you, Mzansi. And then considering that it is Monday, you might have some leftovers from the weekend, chicken, maybe corn, even mushrooms. We're going to turn it into something great. And I say we generously because Nick Fraser's still hanging around, and we're definitely going to get into some cooking straight after this. just like that, we're back in your kitchen. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now listen, if you have a fridge completely packed with leftovers from yesterday's Big Father's Day feast, or even that boko win on Saturday, then you definitely are in good luck because we know what to do with it. Today, we're still joined by food content creator and recipe developer, Nicholas Fraser, to break down step by step a guide to transforming leftover Father's Day bride corn, brown mushrooms, shredded chicken into a masterpiece. Nick, please, we got to show our dads that we still know what's going on in the kitchen. And I do have leftover corn because we had corn yesterday.
Yes, and that's exactly what this dish is about.
Right.
Just bringing your leftovers from the fridge, your vegetables, whatever you have from brine yesterday,
Yeah.
leftover chicken, and you're just throwing that together and you're making a beautiful, comforting Monday soup.
And we're making a soup. Listen, it's cold across the country.
Exactly.
And what better to go with a soup than a braaibrookie?
So simple.
Right.
In the pot, I've just got onions, mushrooms, potatoes, and sweet potatoes. Cooking that down. We're going in with our stock and garlic. Let's go in garlic first.
Okay, so that's also very good for you. Garlic and ginger.
Definitely. We've got our ginger as well. Good spot.
Lovely. Nick, I made braaibrookies yesterday. I will say, I'm going to try my hand at it again. Didn't turn out exactly the way that I wanted to. It was a little burnt, a little charcoaly.
No, that's okay.
That's what it looked like.
Oh,
and then also,
low and slow's the key for
that's
that
the
one.
thing.
Low and slow's the key.
That's what my dad was saying as well. And then we also made the garlic bread. It's all because Clem last week showed us exactly how to do this from scratch. It was delicious though, regardless. But
Well,
it didn't quite look the same. So we had a salad, we had some nice braai. My brother made a paella.
Okay.
So now I need to bring this to the family and show them
And
that
I mean,
I also can cook.
If you still got some of those braaibrookies left, take some soup home. That's going to be perfect.
You
for
get
that.
it.
Come on.
Okay, so with our sweet potato and mushrooms,
Okay,
we
we're
went
going
in
to
with
keep
stock.
that going, yes. So we've got a ready one here already. So at the end, once you blend everything together, you're going to have a beautiful soup texture here. So you can see that we've thrown our corn in as well. And then the main thing here is shredded chicken.
Okay.
So even if you've got, want to go in with mince in here as well, whatever protein you want to use, you can go in.
Lamb?
So lamb, definitely.
Lamb would work?
Chop up your lamb.
Yeah.
You can throw it in. And just throw your chicken in.
Lovely.
That spoon.
Okay, you tell me what you need. I'll pass it to you.
And then we're just going to mix our chicken into our
Yo, we're hitting our protein goals today.
Yes, definitely.
And what kind of mushrooms are these? Because they look quite big.
So those are brown mushrooms.
Brown
mushrooms. It adds more flavor than white button mushrooms
Right.
because it's more intense mushroom flavor, especially for this.
And you just cook it with salt and pepper?
It's basically grill it.
Oh, you just grilled it?
So you
Okay.
just grilled it.
Nice.
And then you can throw it into the pot, or you can fry it with your onions as well, and then just
Extra
blend it together.
flavor.
And yeah, we're done already. You're ready to plate.
Okay, sure. Do you want to put it in here?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my goodness. That was quicker than I thought. Okay. So this is just to go the garnish on the top.
Yes, so I'm actually going to use
That's what I'm saying. Nick doesn't even need 5 minutes to make anything.
We're done. And that's what it's about, you know?
True.
Bringing delicious flavors that doesn't have to take hours in the kitchen.
You blended this mixture, right?
Yes, I blended that before throwing the chicken in, because we
in.
obviously don't want to blend the chicken.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is blending
And the corn,
chicken.
please don't blend the corn, guys. You want a bit of texture as well.
So we need to cut some of the corn.
Yes, so that's
Okay.
going to be our decor.
Nice. And this is bride corn from yesterday.
corn from yesterday.
Lovely.
Love that.
Got some corn on there.
Just nicely
I'm going to let you make the
do
decor.
the decor.
And
Throw
then,
in
of
some
course,
of those
the
grilled mushrooms as well. Just a nice little look.
Oh, yummy. And then the cheese.
Go
Oh, and
in
the
with our
parsley.
Fresh parsley, very important.
We're bringing the color back into our brown soup.
And then our fresh Parmesan cheese. Sorry, Parmesan cheese.
You can't go wrong with that.
And there we have it.
Oh my goodness, I love a soup.
It's even giving braai with that bit of that grill, you know?
A bride soup. I never thought
Yes, how
I'd see
was
the
that?
day. Okay, tasting time.
Please taste.
I'll go ahead. You can scan the QR code to get involved. Nick, is this something that you make often?
Yes, I actually have this on my page. Now imagine making this in a potjie pot.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, it's gonna
With that
slap.
extra smoky flavor.
Yes.
My mouth is watering. I knew I would love it. This is right up my alley.
You've got your different textures. It's not just smooth, you know. You want that balance.
It tastes like a warm hug in my mouth. I don't know
Exactly
what
we
is
want.
coming through, but all the flavors deliciously. The texture is incredible. Smooth, soft, silky, but then, of course, the texture with the corn, with the mushrooms. 10 out of 10. Both recipes, fantastic. 1 for 1. Mans is killing the game. Please make sure that you give him a follow and also cook along with him on Instagram, on TikTok. Otherwise, scan that QR code and then get involved. And the perfect thing to go with some good food is some good music.
Yep, and we're opening eyes and windows into different versions of music that we might not have discovered, like chamber music. Stellenbosch is going to be lit with incredible performances like this one coming from the Stellenbosch University Percussion Ensemble. We're going to take the stage right now. The floor is yours.
Ensemble, and we're going to be doing an improv piece inspired by Zivkovic's Trio per Uno.
Absolutely amazing! Well done, absolutely amazing. We'll keep their details plastered, and we've got another performance coming. The Stellenbosch Chamber Music Festival is the perfect way for us to celebrate World Music Day today. You can keep the inspiration going online. We'll see you for another performance on the other side of this. Well done, guys.
welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're hoping this morning that you're feeling oh so good because we're celebrating World Music Day. Now, we did say if you have a song that could turn the power of a bad day into a good one,
come on.
What would it be? And you've let us know across our social media. Let's see how many we know and if we agree with you or not. Let's check out the first one.
All right. So, Agre saying, for me, Calvin Momo's music can turn a bad day into a good one.
Oh, my
Agre, I agree with you.
goodness. Calvin Momo is amazing. What a South African giant. Dwayne Clarkson, my go-to song that can turn any bad day into a good one. Three Little Birds, Bob Marley.
Oh,
Don't worry about a thing, because everything's going to be all right. It's impossible not to feel a little lighter after hearing that message.
Every
on
little
World.
thing.
Yes, it's gonna be all right.
Oh, good
World Music
choice.
Day.
Absolutely love that. And I think for every person it's different, man. And it doesn't have to be a really cool genre, okay? It can be that cheesy, that feel good. I love it, man. Let's see if we can get any more reactions. Zainab saying, for me, I would say Teddy Swims, Lose Control. Yeah. Oh, my wife, that hits her in the feels. That song can really make my day a good one. I
You want to
agree
try
with
it? You want to try it?
DC Class saying, Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Pure happiness in a song form. Always brighten my day.
I'm walking on sunshine. Oh,
I love that.
Great
Good
song
choice.
choices. I've added so many more to my playlist, and there's one song by Sound of Blackness called Optimistic. That's also really great. Just the lyrics in and of itself reminding us to always just stay on the positive side of life.
Yeah, man, sometimes you can't intellectually understand it. So you just got to feel your way through, and the music allows us to do that. So we're going to delve into music of a slightly different style. The Stellenbosch International Chamber Music Festival is going to be lighting up the university from the 3rd to the 12th of July, I think. Web Tickets is where you can find your tickets, but you don't have to wait that long to get a performance. Ethan is standing by to blow you away. He's a cellist, and he just doesn't look the part. He is too cool. We'll see you now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's true for the final time. Welcome back on this beautiful Monday as we're celebrating World Music Day. Ethan is standing by with his beautiful instrument, the cello, to take us on through, just to give you a taste of what they're all about. It is, of course, those tickets you can get between the 3rd and the 12th of July. It all goes down. Web Tickets is where you find yourself. But right now, stay right there to enjoy this beauty.
This is Lamentatio by Giovanni Sollima.
waiting for the strings to set on fire. You are incredible, young man.
Goodness.
Oh, and I say that with all due respect. I know you have got years that inform this level of talent and mastery, and he's just getting started. We'll keep the details up. We'll see you tomorrow. We absolutely love you guys. Have an amazing day. Mwah. Adios.
Bye.
That was incredible.
Another feel-good production.